What's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and man, does it feel good to be back in the studio and live for a New York Knicks watch party. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering, Marshall, where have you been? Unfortunately, we missed every single game last week, but for good reason. I was at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis with boots on the ground covering the New York Football Giants, something that was a lifelong dream for me. I was able to do that for the second year in a row, but we are back in the studio, and we are locked and loaded for the remainder of the regular season with our eyes on the playoffs. Appreciate everybody for clicking on today's show. We got a good one on our hands, potentially a playoff matchup between the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. I'm fired up for this one. I want to see the Knicks continue to build off of the awesome win that they had on Sunday against the San Antonio Spurs. I knew the Knicks were going to at least be competitive in that game against the Spurs after the first 2 minutes. Josh Hart dove for a loose ball, hit the ground. Mikal Bridges dove for a loose ball, hit the ground. 2 Knicks hit the ground in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, they fell down big on the scoreboard, but they showed the necessary effort to compete in that game. And then they out-competed, they out-physicaled, and they outplayed the San Antonio Spurs in that game as they dominated them in that matchup. I want to see them carry over that intensity, that physicality, and that desire to do whatever it takes to win a basketball game tonight against the Toronto Raptors. It's the front end of a back-to-back for the Knicks. They play the champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, tomorrow, but you can't beat the Thunder until you beat the Raptors tonight. So let's get a win, and then let's go play OKC. Shout out to everybody in the building. Over 100 people already tapped in. If you love the Knicks and you bleed orange and blue, give me a real one down in the comment section. We're giving shout outs to everybody in the building. What up? Jay Rodriguez, what up, my man? Brian Scan in the building, what's good? Carl Knight, what's happening, Brody? Appreciate the kind words, my man. It was a lot of fun being at the Combine. It really was. Got to talk to a lot of people, got to meet a lot of people. It was a dream come true. Got to talk to a lot of NFL draft prospects as well. That was a lot of fun. Mark, what's happening, my man? What's up, Morgan? The AMP channel in the building. What up? Seth Gross hanging out tonight. You know it's always going to be a good one when Seth Gross is in the building. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate you being here. O-Dog, what's up? Vito Frank, yes, sir. John Musgrove, Julius, Eric, Crazy Ant-Man, Peas and Carrots, Ronald. What? Is that my man Gregory Williams in the building? Ty Man the Buckeye, Anthony Duncan, Lewis Lee, Stephen Mario. Let's go. We got a bunch of real ones in the building. What's up, Mike G? Man, I appreciate that. No, it was a lot of work. Shout out to Andrew Connell and everybody here at Chat Sports at home base, getting you guys all the content that you can. We would not have been able to do what we did if it wasn't for them, so thank them. Thank them. Amira Johnny in the building. Last time I saw you, Amira Johnny, I saw 4 of you, my man. I'll tell you what, that plane ride the next day, it wasn't fun. It was not fun. I'm just glad I had a window seat compared to I had a middle seat on the way back. No, good to see you, Amir Johnny. You're an absolute legend, brother. Shout out to you. Brian Scan says, where's AC? He's right there. He's making sure everything behind the scenes is getting ready to roll. He'll be up on screen momentarily. Amir, I hope you didn't barf on the window. I didn't barf on the window. Maybe out the window, though. Maybe out the window. Nah, I was able to hold it together, man. I was able to hold it together. Combine was a blast, brother. Appreciate you. Always, always, always. Matthew Valls, what's happening, my man? Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all are a bunch of real ones. Chicken Man. One thing I love about you, Chicken Man, it is the commitment to the bit, and it's you always sticking your chest out when Mikal Bridges shows up. You deserve it. You deserve it, brother. Dr. Vincent, what up, my man? Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you being here, and I enjoy having you a part of this Knicks Now family, brother. Thank you, my man. Isaiah Acosta, what's up, bro? Shout out to you. Let's go. Fired up for this one. We got over 115 people watching. If you want the Knicks to beat the Raptors, hit that thumbs up icon. And if you have liked the video, type me in the chat. We got a good one on our hands tonight. The Toronto Raptors are a team that I think has overachieved so far this season, a team that you could potentially square off against in the NBA playoffs, and it's always fun to play RJ Barrett and Immanuel Quickley. Starting lineup for the Toronto Raptors tonight, it'll be Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl. The Toronto Raptors are fully healthy, so it's going to be a good one. I expect the Knicks to start the starting lineup of Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Josh Hart. Have not got official word on that yet, but that is what I expect from the good guys tonight. Let's go. I'm excited to see Mohamed Diawara. Tell you that much. Like, that performance Diawara put out there on Sunday, put up, 13 threes in 15 minutes. It's the most three-pointers attempted per minute in NBA history. Let it fly, young fella. He has shown the confidence in his shot, and when you exude confidence like that, teams have to respect it. They tried that ghost coverage where essentially they just leave you open and dare you to shoot. Same thing that they were doing to Josh Hart, and Diawara was like, yo, I'm not Josh Hart. I'm going to let this puppy fly, and I'm going to get my shots up. He hit 4 of 13, not the best percentages, but he hit some big ones, and he continues to flash the potential that he has. And it's looking like the New York Knicks might have found another gem, highway robbery, and potentially the biggest steal of the entire 2025 NBA draft as they selected Mohamed Diawara with the 51st pick. Unreal. He looks good. The defense looks good. The ball handling is improving. And I don't know how you keep him out of the rotation. I know Mike Brown has talked about Jeremy Sohan compared to Mohamed Diawara. I think case is closed. Diawara is a better player, and he has a bigger impact on winning at this point. Dexter Turner in the building. What up? Shout out to all y'all. We got to give a huge shout out to this guy.
We got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross. Bang!
Seth Gross from way downtown in the building. A $50 super chat. Give me some SGs in the comments section.
Seth Gross.
Seth Gross, man. It feels like it's been a while. It has been a while, to be fair.
On this channel. We saw Seth yesterday.
We did see Seth yesterday. I almost look at Seth as two people. Seth for Knicks and Seth for the Giants channel.
True.
Seth, you're a legend, brother. Thank you for being here. Says Marsh, how do we deal with this Knicks team? They are the most toxic girlfriend that you could ever have. The highs are high, and they're the best days of your life. And then they go lose to the Indiana Pacers. It's like, man, it really is what it is. Like, it's insane. And the reason it's so frustrating is because of what we've seen them do. And we all think and believe that they can win a title. And their A game is better than anybody else's A game. The inconsistencies are what is what is so frustrating. They're good one game. They suck one game. They're great one game. They have more. You're 100% right, man. I have this team and last year's team, like this nucleus of the Knicks has broken me as a fan because one day you're, like you said, you win 11 games in a row. It's like, oh, shit, man, we might actually win it all. Then you lose 2 out of 3 games, and one of those being against the Indiana Pacers, and you're going down to the wire last week against the Chicago Bulls, and you need Cat to pull a rabbit out of his hat at the end of the game. Like, the up and down, like it is.
Just when you're out, they rope you back in.
Exactly. It's all right in front of them.
Yeah, that's it. They're right where they want to be. So, man, I just laugh when you say the highs are high, the lows are low, because I have a friend who has uttered those words about one person many times. So hearing you say that definitely related.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's unreal. Yeah, you love them. We love them and hate them, and we hate them because we love them. So it's exactly what it is.
Even if they, I mean, listen, if you were a Knicks fan before the last 5 years, it was all bad, and you still kept coming back. So when they show a little bit of potential, it's going to be hard to.
Like when you see them play the way they did in that final 40 minutes against the Spurs, you're like, shit, man, like this team actually can win it all. And if they play up to their potential and they play their A game and they focus on them and they come out with the right mindset, like they could be the team that puts the banner in the rafters at MSG for the first time in, 60 years now, essentially? Like 50-plus years? Like this. I don't know. The thing that they're going to have to do, Seth, and Captain Obvious here, is they got to do it for 2 weeks at a time. Can they do it for 2 weeks in the playoffs and then do it again for 2 more weeks? And can they put together a month and a half of elite basketball? Can they outplay a team 4 times in 7 games? Like, can they do that versus the Pistons? Can they do that versus the Celtics if they get Tatum back? Can they do that versus the Cavs? Can they do that versus OKC? I think they can. I think their A-plus game is just as good, if not better, than anybody else's A-plus game. It's going to come down to matchups, and like it's our shot's going to fall. Like what's crazy about that game on Sunday is how many threes went halfway down and popped out. Like 3 of Diawara's threes, I was like, oh, that's cash.
Could have been even worse.
Yeah.
So you can't, as much as like you need to be a great shooting team to win a championship, that can't be the only way you win. And that
can't only be good because you make shots.
Because you see it across all levels of basketball. You see it in the NBA playoffs. You'll see it in the NCAA tournament. You'll see it if you watch high school basketball. Like, you cannot count on your shot falling every single game. You just can't. It's not realistic. There's some days where it's going to fall. There's some days where it's not going to fall. And you need to be able to, things like defense, things like playing tough, playing smart, like those things you can control and do every single game. So Knicks need to just improve in those other areas and be ready for when the shots don't fall.
I want to continue to see Karl-Anthony Towns defend at the level he's been defending at really since the All-Star break. And like what we've seen is a guy that is motivated to defend. Like, it's a want to. Defense is, you have to want to do it. Not, oh, I have to do it. No, you got to want to do it. You got to want to go out there and move your feet, slide your feet, work harder than the offensive player. And when Cat is locked in, man, he is more than serviceable on that defensive end. I want to continue to see Jalen Brunson be a point guard and set the table. And we kind of saw that in the game against the Spurs. And it didn't work out. He was like, hey, you guys go at it. I'll set the table. We'll start with you, Mikal. We'll play through OG. We'll play through Josh Hart. And then Brunson was like, oh, shit, we're down by 12. All right, I'm going to start hooping. He's got to continue to pick his spots of when it's time to go Jalen Brunson. I'm just going to outscore you like he did in the first quarter against the Bucks last week, compared to like he had 2 points in the first quarter versus the Spurs or whatever it was.
That game against the Rockets, he was quiet, and then he kind of came on in clutch time. You might as well call it Brunson time because, once he gets back, usually sits that early portion of that fourth quarter. When he gets back in that back half of the fourth quarter, no matter what kind of game he's had up to that point, he's usually showing up, and he's knocking down tough shots. And like with the Knicks, it's almost just like, can you just get to the fourth quarter, like down within 5 points? If you do, Jalen Brunson enters the game, you feel good about your chances. It's not saying we want them to be down or losing. You'd love to be up by 20 when you get into the fourth quarter. But I think as long as you can keep it close and Brunson's coming back in the game, you feel like you got a good chance to win.
One thing that I thought the Knicks did well after the early struggles of Josh Hart not able to hit the side of a barn was they brought him into the action, where it was like he was setting screens. He was the guy operating in dribble handoffs. They were pretty much having Victor Wembanyama guard Josh Hart, and they were almost like, Wemby, you just play like a rover free safety here on defense. And you say it out loud in your head. It's like, all right, we don't want to bring Victor Wembanyama into the action if he's guarding Josh Hart. But if Josh Hart's the ball handler and he gives a dribble handoff to Mikal Bridges, who comes around the corner. He's going to turn that corner and off the screen and have room to operate right there because Wemby's playing so far in that drop. I remember that one of those early plays in the game. I don't remember where it was, but someone essentially throws a backdoor bounce pass to Karl-Anthony Towns. He catches it and throws it down with two hands. It was become Josh Hart on the opposite side of the floor, came up, and Wemby had to follow him when he was setting a backdoor screen. I thought Mike Brown coached a hell of a game in that win over the San Antonio Spurs. Thought he had good counters. Thought he had some good plays out of timeouts. I thought that might have been his best coaching job thus far.
Yeah, like you said, those adjustments. I watched a few people break down kind of that adjustment that the Knicks made after watching that game and kind of going through and seeing what people were saying, because people love to make fun of the Knicks when they lose, and people don't like to give them the hype they deserve when they win. So I was kind of looking for that, and I saw that, and yeah, it makes Wemby make a decision, because either he's going to continue to lay off him like he was, and you're going to have an opportunity for whoever he's screening for, or that's basically just forcing him to play closer to Josh Hart if he wants to defend whoever is coming off of that pick and roll, and that kind of just eliminates his ability to roam across the floor wherever he wants to go. So I still have confidence in Josh Hart to be able to knock down shots when the lights are the brightest. That's what we've always seen him do. That's what he's great at. Just didn't have it on Sunday, and the Knicks adjusted, and we saw other guys like Diawara step up, and that's a good thing about having a team that is deep and has a lot of guys that you can play in. And credit to Mike Brown for giving guys opportunities early in the season, so they come into these later games in the season, important games, and they're ready to go. They're not like starstruck or not ready for the moment. Diawara, we've seen him get minutes, even sporadic minutes, dating back to almost the start of the season. So he was ready to play, and the Knicks got the W.
And shout out to Josh Hart as well. I thought he did a good job of finding ways to impact the game, even when the shot was not falling. That first stretch, his first rotation was tough. But when he came in at the end of the second quarter and he started the third quarter, he was playing balls to the wall, man. The energy was there. The effort was there. He was diving on the ground. He was pushing the ball in transition. He was finding a way to Josh Hart a game and muck up the game. And I always say, I sound like a broken record. I think the strongest sign of a great basketball player is, how do you impact winning when the shot's not falling? Josh Hart put on a masterclass of that after his first rotation.
Yeah, we've seen him be a team-first guy as well, not a guy who's going to sulk when he's not scoring or he's not getting his points. That's not really his MO, and there was even times, I don't remember exactly what season it was, where he volunteered to go to the bench. He willingly went to the bench even when he was already starting that season. And that's kind of what the beauty of Josh Hart and what makes him great. Josh Hart is not known as a scorer. He's all those other things that he does. And when you get 20 points from Josh Hart, it's like you're an unbeatable team when he's knocking his shots down. But when you know he's the thing that he brings every night that we talked about, because you can control and be consistent as he plays hard, he rebounds, he pushes the pace, and usually gives you some good defense as well.
I think something that's been a huge factor in Karl-Anthony Towns' resurgence and just overall more winning brand of basketball. Shout out to Presidente on Twitter. Says, over the last 6 games since the All-Star break, Karl-Anthony Towns has passed out of his drives at a 33% clip. And he has assists on 9% of drives. Before the All-Star break, it was 18%. And he assisted on 3.5% of those drives. So he nearly has doubled the percentage that he is passing out of drives. And he has nearly tripled the amount that have resulted in assists. So hats off to Karl-Anthony Towns finding ways to tweak his game midseason.
Yeah, I mean, it's that adjustment we talk about all the time. You see him take a dribble towards the hoop, and it's, okay, here we go again. Here comes the offensive foul, and maybe realizing after a dribble or two, you're not going to be able to get all the way to the cup, kicking it out to that shooter in the corner, or putting your foot in the ground, turn around, kick it back to the top of the key, whatever it is. Cut down on that and don't force it. Like the Knicks, whoever's on the floor, they've usually they're a deep team. They've got 5 quality, good players on the floor. You don't have to be the guy to take the shot every single time. And it's a fine line to toe between being aggressive and still kind of just realizing when the look's not there. And obviously Towns has made some good adjustments in that department.
Game probably about 10 minutes away from tip-off at this point. I also got to give a huge shout-out, man, to Mikal Bridges. I have been one of the more critical people of Mikal Bridges, rightfully so or wrongfully so. I've held him to an extremely high standard, and the reason I do is because I know he's capable of the things that he did on Sunday. And like, is Mikal going to score 25 every night? Is he going to be able to shoot with the efficiency that he did on Sunday? No, but I think that game shows you when Mikal Bridges gives you juice on the offensive end, it takes this team to another level. It allows Jalen Brunson to operate more off ball. It balances the floor. It keeps the defense a little bit more honest. I think we saw 2 times in that game Mikal Bridges on the fast break laying the ball up or throwing the ball down and dunking it compared to getting into the lane and fading away. He did it early on in the game, but then he kind of changed, and there was 2 possessions later on in that game. He threw it down, and he laid it up, and it's like when he plays aggressive and he looks for his shot and he makes shots, this team is a lot to handle, man. Like, you can get 25 from Cat. You can get 40 from Brunson. But when Bridges can throw in 25 and OG can throw in 25 and Diawara's hitting threes and Alvarado's doing all the things that he does, and like, that's why this team can be so special, and that's why Mikal Bridges, outside of Julius Randle, is the most and Karl-Anthony Towns, the most frustrating Knicks of my lifetime. Because it's like, dude, when you play well and you play up to the bill, like your own billing, this team can win it all. And the Knicks are going to need him to be elite in the playoffs to do so.
Yeah, huge swing player. I mean, like, they kept talking about it on the broadcast. It's like, this is the first, or like, Mikal Bridges killed the Spurs on Christmas last year. Yeah, that was when he had that big 40-point explosion. He's capable of things like that. We saw him average 20-plus points a game when he was on the Brooklyn Nets, and yeah, that's got to be all right. Like, someone has to score the points, but he's capable of putting the ball in the basket, and we've seen him have an impact on a team that went to the finals, where he was kind of a complementary piece, but a guy who could knock down shots and be a high-level contributor on a high-level team. The Knicks will bet their future on the fact that Mikal Bridges could be that guy for them, that X factor, that swing player. So just being more consistent, and I don't even think like it's the ability. He isn't aggressive sometimes, doesn't look for a shot enough, gets complacent, kind of just standing in the corner, spacing. Just be more aggressive, Mikal. You have the ability in you to be that impact player. Just assert yourself a little more.
What up, Niall Dimitri? What up, Ash? What up, everybody? OG in the building. Seth Gross. So are we saying Mike Brown has found his final rotation to push to the playoffs? I don't know if he's ready to only play that rotation going forward. I would be shocked if Sohan doesn't get any extra attempts to try to crack this rotation. But, man, I think we talked about it in the video that we put on the channel yesterday. Like, that playoff rotation, if Deuce McBride comes back, it's going to be deep, and someone may not play minutes every night. Like, you know, Brunson, Bridges, Hart, OG, and Towns. Those guys are playing every single night. If Deuce McBride is healthy, he's playing every single night. Jose Alvarado is playing every single night. Mitchell Robinson is playing every single night. I would assume Landry Shamet plays every single night. And then does Mo Diawara get minutes in the playoffs? Maybe not every single night, but you can make the argument the Knicks are a 10-deep team going into the playoffs if fully healthy.
Yeah, I mean, that's even that. Like, you don't see too many teams play 10 guys in the playoffs. I think, I don't know. It's a good problem to have, and hopefully the Knicks have it, because that means everyone is healthy. We'll see what happens, and like I said, good problem to have. They have lineup flexibility as well. They can go with that all-defense lineup. They can go with an all-offense lineup. They can play big. They can play small. They're built to compete for a title. That's why everyone's saying that going into the season. That's why we want them to play well every single game. They don't have too many holes on the roster.
John Musgrove says, I think Diawara helped break down the Spurs defense. Yeah, like, I think we've seen when the Knicks put 5 shooters out on the floor, they're an extremely tough matchup for a lot of different teams. A lot of different teams. There were numbers on the 5-out lineup. I'll see if I can find it. But, like, when you have 5 shooters on the floor with Jalen Brunson, like, you can't pack the paint. He's allowed to dribble, and he's allowed to kick. And then you throw in a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns in there, and the lane is wide open for him to drive as well.
Yeah, good luck to if the Knicks have a 5-out lineup or with no or spacing where you got to close out on shooters. Good luck to the guy that's on an island with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, exactly.
Not where you want to be.
I'm looking for the numbers. I don't know. I can't find it, but man, I'm fired up for this one. Always good to see RJ and OG and Anunoby get back to it. I had this tweet found. Now I can't freaking find it.
While he's looking for that, shout out to everyone. We got 400 people in the building, only 150 likes. Let's get that number up. Let's try and get to 200 before they tip. If you're a Knicks fan, you want them to beat the Raptors tonight, keep the good vibes, keep the momentum going, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's try and get to 200 likes. And if you have liked the video, go ahead, give me an LGK like Andrea did in the comments, and we can give a shout out. As we do that, we'll get to our guy Seal Pasito momentarily. Shout out to Seal Pasito. Shout out to Seth Gross.
Let's go. Seal Pasito in the building. What's up, Seal? Shout out to you, man.
Says, hey, Marsh, great job at the Combine and the hardball presser. Very impressive. Welcome back.
Man, Seal Pasito, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. Shout out to Coach Johnny Harbaugh. Gave me good answers to both of my questions.
He definitely understood.
He definitely understood those questions, no doubt about that. But, no, it's always kind of just like almost like one of those little pinch me moments almost. It's like, holy shit, I'm talking to the head coach of the New York Giants, and he's answering my questions. And it was a lot of fun. Wouldn't be possible without all the support of all of y'all on this channel and that channel. So I can't say it enough. Like, seriously, thank you. Thank you to everybody. I'm just a Giants and Knicks fan that gets to live out my dream, and it's because of y'all. So, seriously, y'all are the best.
Shout out to Seal Pasito, an OG, a legend, a GOAT. And shout out to Morgan, Andres, Ivan, and John in the comments getting their LGKs. Let's get everyone type those LGKs as they're singing. They just sang the national anthem, and now it looks like I guess they're going, "Oh, Canada." As the game is in Toronto, but with tip-off around the corner, let's get those LGKs going in the comment section.
Let's ride. What's up, Nelly now? What up, O-Dog? What up, Christian? What's up, Chris? Let's go. I'm fired up for this one, man. We're locked in. I'm not sure we'll miss any more regular season games, and we definitely won't miss any playoff games. Now, if they do the Giants' first round of the NFL draft on Knicks game day again, we'll have to figure out a way to do it. But we're going to be locked in, and we're ready to go, man. Playoffs are right around the corner. I mean, this time next month, like, playoffs are here. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. If you're ready for the game and you want the Knicks to beat the Toronto Raptors, give me some LGKs. OG Anunoby always looks forward to playing the Raptors. He's 6-0 since being traded by them to the Knicks, averaging 21 points per game, shooting better than 57% from the field and 36% from three. Maybe a little chip on his shoulder if they gave up on him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they gutted that championship roster. I don't think they have anyone left from that team. They got rid of all their guys, and they were trying to rebuild with a little bit of a younger generation. Certainly could have held on to OG. Decided I'm happy they sent him to the Knicks. He's been great for us, but little revenge game. He takes it personally, and like OG, no problem with that. Stay fired up. Go out there, be aggressive. Love to see OG drop a 30 ball or more tonight against the Toronto Raptors.
I thought that OG played one of his best games against the San Antonio Spurs. One possession he was guarding Wemby. The next possession he was guarding Stephon Castle. Like, when he's locked in, and I don't know how else to say it. Like, when he wants to play basketball, he is still one of the biggest game wreckers in this league.
Dynamic. He's just dynamic with what he can do. Yeah, I thought he did a great job defending Wemby. And, I think the Knicks should really do this with any big name player that they play against. Like, obviously, you want OG to probably be the primary defender on most of those guys, but Knicks have a couple quality defenders. I'd throw a couple different bodies at whoever it is. It's OG most of the time, but you have Bridges guard for a possession. You have Josh Hart guard for a possession. And in the case if it's a big guy like Wemby, they had Mitch on him at times as well.
Mitch dominated that game too, man.
I think, like, you just got to throw – the Knicks have so many quality defenders. Throw bodies at them. Keep the guys fresh. Have a fresh person on them every single time and just make their life – make them walk up the court and be like, I got to go play offense or go against this Knicks defense again and make them worn out. And you could even probably throw Shamet and McBride if it's more of a guard into that group as well. Diawara, I didn't even say Diawara. So
let's go. 400 people in the building. We're about to get tipped off here in the 6th. If you're ready, hit that thumbs up icon. You want the Knicks to beat the Raptors? Let's get it on. Yeah, Alvarado, man, what a move that was. It's crazy the impact that he has on every single game, man. Like, he's like 6-foot Josh Hart in the sense of, like, when he's in the game, he's emptying the tank, and he just finds ways to contribute to winning and impact winning. And, like, there's nothing more that we could have asked for from Alvarado in his first dozen games or so, or whatever it is with the Knicks.
Yeah, he's been as advertised. It's been like noticing when he's kind of trying to do that little steal that he does from the back. I've seen him like hide in the corner a few times, especially when they're on the Knicks end and he's near the bench and he can kind of blend in a little bit with some of those guys that kind of get a little close to the court. It's been cool to watch. Yeah, he is quickly becoming a fan favorite with the Knicks.
As we're about to get things tipped off, it'll be the starting lineup, as always, for the New York Knicks of Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns holding it down in the middle. For the Toronto Raptors, Emmanuel Quickley, R.J. Barrett, Scottie Barnes, Brandon Ingram, and Jakob Poeltl. Both teams are fully healthy outside of Deuce McBride for the Knicks. The Raptors are a team that's had a lot of success this year when it comes to the win and loss column. And, like, there's a world where these teams could match up in the first round of the playoffs. If you were to look at the standings right now, the Toronto Raptors are in the 5 seed. The New York Knicks are in the 3 seed, and the Raptors are just 2 games ahead of the Philadelphia 76ers. So if the Knicks can find themselves moving up to the 2 seed, they could play them. Or excuse me, if they fall in the 3 seed, they could play them. If they fall to the 4 seed, they move up to the 2 seed, they fall back. Like, not a crazy thing to think that these two show up and match up in the playoffs. Let's go. I don't know if we're live anymore. Oh, no, we are. YouTube is bugging out on my end. All right, here we go. The Raptors will be wearing their white jerseys. The Knicks will be wearing their classic blues. It'll be Poeltl and Towns to jump it up. And we're underway. The Knicks have controlled the tip. Josh Hart will bring it into the front court, guarded by Brandon Ingram. And we're going to have a whistle early, and it's going to be a foul away from the ball on Toronto. Looks like they're going to call it on Scottie Barnes. The Knicks will throw it in from the side. Yeah, I was saying, like, we weren't sending any data. It's weird. All right, Brunson will throw it in. Scottie Barnes will defend the inbound. Towns will catch it, top of the key. He'll be guarded by Poeltl. He'll extend the defense. Dribble handoff to Hart, who swings to Bridges. Now Brunson in the corner. Puts it on the deck. Shimmy shake, drives baseline, kicks it into the corner. OG, drive, settles, 16-footer off the baseline is good. OG Anunoby paints the scoreboard first. Good look there by Anunoby, played at his own pace, got to his spot, rose up and knocked it down. Quickly to handle on the right wing, guarded by Brunson. Gonna run him off a screen. He'll stop and pop. Top of the key three is good. Emmanuel quickly reminding Knicks fans that he can get buckets. Towns will have it at the top of the key. He'll have to track down a ball that was deflected off the pass of Bridges. Towns off the bounce, into the lane, reverse pivot, nice move, throws it up and in. Karl-Anthony Towns flashing some footwork early. Ingram on the right wing, puts it on the deck, has a step on Anunoby, gets it in the lane, blocked by Towns, and Anunoby picks up the loose ball. Brunson to bring it up the left side. Quickly will pick him up. He'll find OG. Nice into the lane. Lost it. Turnover. Quickly's out and running. He'll kick it out to the right wing. Wide open three for Ingram is good. A turnover for the Knicks results in an easy three there for Ingram as the Raptors jump back in front 6-4. Josh Hart on the right side. He'll put it on the deck. Gets to the lane. And now he'll dribble through the paint and kick it out to Anunoby. 14 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. OG to Towns. Deep three. No good. Rebound by Barrett. RJ to handle. He'll have it on the left side, wearing some green sneaks. He'll get into the lane. Pocket pass to Pirtle. His layup is up and in. And he was fouled. He'll go to the line for one more. Sloppy transition D by the Knicks there. And did not look like they were ready to defend a pick and roll. Karl-Anthony Towns was in drop, and he essentially guarded nobody on that one. All it took was Barrett to turn the corner and throw an easy pocket pass. Lazy defense there by the Knicks. OG looks like he's bleeding. I don't know if it's from his nose. It is. They'll put some sort of blood-stopping piece of medical equipment in his nose, and as he's still being attended to by trainers. Looks like he's almost bleeding out of both nostrils. He'll remain in the game. Would like to see Towns play with a little bit more urgency in the pick and roll there. Like, it was the classic, I'm just going to be in drop coverage, spread my arms out and drop and just not really impact anything. I hate drop coverage.
Yeah, you got to at least stop something. Like, either stop the ball handler, don't let him get to the hoop, or...
Like, he did neither.
Yeah, and you're just in no man's land, and that's not helping anyone.
Pirtle to the line. As he'll knock in the free throw. Raptors up by 5 early with 10 minutes left. Josh Hart to bring it up the left side. He'll be met by Ingram. He'll run off the Brunson screen, and now Bridges will touch it for the first time. He'll have it on the right wing above the arc, puts it on the deck, gets a screen from Towns. He'll throw it to Towns on the pop, redirect to OG, wide open three, good! OG Anunoby, 5 quick points. They made him bleed his own blood, and he just threw one in from distance. RJ Barrett swinging it around the perimeter. Jakob Poeltl has it, top of the key, dribble hand off to Barrett. Barrett knifes into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Good look for Ingram, knocked it down. 3 open threes for Toronto early. The Knicks are not moving as one on defense and not playing with nearly the same intensity that they had against San Antonio. Brunson into the lane, Euro step, bumped, no call. He missed it. Rebound by Toronto. They're going to look to push. Poeltl into the lane, kick out. Barrett right corner 3, no good. Rebound by Towns. He'll get it to OG, who fires it up the floor to Brunson. Brunson, cross-court pass to Bridges. He'll get into the lane. Drops it off to OG, who rises and throws it down. Nice play there by the Knicks and an easy 2 for Anunoby. He leads all scorers with 7. Quickly gets to Poeltl. He'll have it on the left wing above the arc. He'll hand off to Ingram, sets a screen. OG is caught on the screen. Wide open 3, no good. Rebound by Towns. Here comes Brunson up the right side, playing with some pace. He'll enter into the post against Quickly. They double. He kicks. Towns, top of the key into the corner. Bad pass. OG dropped it. He'll now drive and kick. Knicks swinging around. One more, and Towns throws it to the Toronto Raptors fan sitting courtside. He had Bridges wide open in the corner and didn't get it to him. Turnover. Let's lock it in here, Towns. Let's lock it in here, big fella. Pirtle off the bounce, hands it off to Quickly. He'll use the screen, gets to the foul line, kicks it out to Scottie Barnes. He'll fire a three. Got it. 4 threes up and in for Toronto. Knicks have to tighten up on their defense. They've allowed 15 points, and we still have 7+ minutes to go. Brunson on the right wing, gets to the mid-range, throws it up, and Towns lays it up and in. Good to see those two on the same page. Bridges picking up quickly, extending the defense to the logo. They'll work the left side of the floor. It's R.J. Barrett versus Brunson. They send a double. He gets it to Pirtle. Pirtle misses, and Bridges doesn't box out, and Scottie Barnes taps it up and in. Knicks are a step slow. Look like they're playing in quicksand right now. Bridges on the right side. He'll get it to Towns. Elevated above the arc. Back to Bridges. He'll put it on the deck once. Pulls up from 18. Got it. Good shot by Bridges. Got to turn it up a little bit on the defensive end. Quickly. Guarded by Brunson. Hands it off to Ingram. He runs off a screen. Pull up 18-footer. Got it. A lot of warm-up J's here early for Toronto. Everything has just been way too easy. They're on pace for 40 points in the quarter. Brunson to Hart. He'll get it to Bridges. Bridges back to Towns. Top of the key. Step inside the arc. Finds Bridges on the roll. And Bridges has his layup glassed by Scottie Barnes. It'll be a fast break opportunity for Toronto. Ingram, drive, kick, Quickly three. Missed it. Rebound by Towns. Outlet pass to Brunson. Knicks can push if they want. Brunson stopping pops for three. No good. Barrett will secure the board, and they'll bring it up the right side. And Toronto's going to take a timeout. 19 points in 5 minutes and 49 seconds for Toronto. Knicks defense a step slow early in this one.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, warm-up level jumpers going right now for the Raptors, and you let an NBA team, especially a quality one like Toronto, get those kind of looks, and it's going to be tough to win. I mean, they're going to knock those down all day long. So Knicks need to tighten up on the defensive end, and it's been a little bit of both too, as we've seen Pirtle get into the lane and have an easy finish off the pick and roll. So some work to do for the Knicks on the defensive end if they want to get back into this one.
I think it's just effort. They're not doing anything the Knicks haven't seen. I think you kind of I truly believe you set the tone in the first 2 minutes. So the game against the Spurs, 2 Knicks hit the floor. In this game, you get a easy pick and roll with R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly walk in 3, and it set the tone for the next 6 minutes.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this today, and I don't always love this shouldn't be a thing, but I was looking at the Knicks' schedule for the rest of the week. They got OKC tomorrow night. They got Denver on Friday. They got the Lakers on Sunday. You think they're overlooking or looking past Toronto a little bit? I mean, every game matters. Toronto, a good opponent in your division, if that means anything anymore, but in your conference, a team somewhat within a few places of you in the standings, you should be getting up for this game, especially OG, a guy who was traded from Toronto. Worry about one game at a time and focus on winning this game and get to the next game on the next day. Shout out to you guys. We got 650 people in the building, 172 likes. If you want the Knicks to beat Toronto, hit that thumbs up icon. They need all the help they can get right now. Down 6, about halfway through this first quarter, and helps get more Knicks fans in here so we can all watch the game together as well.
I don't necessarily think they're starting the game the same way they did against San Antonio. I think the Knicks just couldn't buy a bucket versus San Antonio. I thought their effort, I thought they were locked in defensively to start. They just couldn't buy a bucket. They're able to score at will. Like, Knicks are on pace to score 26-plus points in the quarter. The energy, effort, and attention to detail on defense has not been there. I didn't think that was the case for San Antonio. I thought it was just the Knicks couldn't buy a bucket. Still early. I'm sure they'll talk about it here at this timeout. Well, last thing you want to do is let a team get confidence and get ready to roll. Like, you give them confidence, they start believing they can hit shots they're not supposed to. Gotta lock it in. Knicks will come out with the same 5, as does Toronto. A little two-man game with Quickly and Pirtle, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Jalen Brunson sliding in to take the charge. That's how you set the tone out of a timeout. You want to put your body on the line. Brunson's not going to fool anybody as a defensive stopper, but it's his defensive IQ and his ability to impact the game on that end by giving up his body. Turnover, Knicks ball. Jamal Shead has subbed in for Toronto. Looks like the Knicks broadcast is crapped out. Brunson, right elbow jumper, good. Honestly, that MSG feed. Anybody else having problems with the MSG feed? It's really staticky and just crapped out on us. Ingram gets to 16 feet, rises up, good. Ingram, couple of big buckets for Toronto in the mid-range.
Reminded me of that game earlier in the season when he cooked the Knicks in that first quarter.
Brunson, guarded by Shead, applying pressure, knocked it away from him, and then they'll call a foul. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
It must have been everybody's MSG feed. There's Brunson letting the ref know that call something. ALS, what's the problem with the Knicks? They're too good for their own good. They're too good for their own good. They know that they can flip a switch and that they can get things done. Brunson off the Robinson screen who checked in. He'll get to the left block. Baby J up, no good. Robinson can't secure the board. Shamet, Robinson, and Diawara have checked in. Brunson and Hart remain in as the 2 starters. Quickly up top, guarded by Diawara. They're going to find Ingram in the short post. He'll drive baseline. He's fouled by Shamet on the ground. Yeah, the Knicks are playing with their food, something that they do a lot. They know, unfortunately, it's a disease of knowing that we're better than 95% of the teams we play, and if we keep it close, we can flip a switch. That's how you get into trouble, though. Jamal Shead, top of the key, kicks to Ingram. He'll put it on the deck. Diawara guarding him, doing a good job keeping him in front, and then Diawara fouled him on the jumper on the way up. Rookie mistake by Diawara. He was in good position, and he didn't have to do that. Ingram to the line. He's had a good first quarter so far. He'll knock in the first free throw. Ingram already up to 11 points on the night. He's got 11 of the 22 for Toronto. That's a guy you don't want to play confident hoops. He could score it, man. He really, really can. As he'll knock in both, and now he's got 12 of the 23 points. 4:40 left. That'll be Shamet, Hart, Diawara, Robinson, and Brunson on the floor for New York. Shamet to bring it up, guarded by Barrett. RJ applying on-ball pressure. Pass to Brunson. He's knocked to the ground. The ball's knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say off the Knicks. Brunson looks to be kind of shaking his hand a little bit. Bad pass by Shamet. Kind of hung Brunson out to dry, and it'll be a turnover. Shead to bring it up. Shamet defending him. Ball right to Ingram. Now back to Shead. They'll run a 2-man game. Hart switches on to Shead. They're going to go at Ingram. Ingram's going to go at Shamet, Playing off the bounce, crossover, right to left, into the lane, lost it, and they call a foul. Wow. I thought he was out of control, didn't have possession of the ball, just threw his body into Robinson. Didn't even go up with the shot, just lost it. Ingram back to the line for 2. Knicks defense has just simply not been good enough tonight so far. No, it's early. Things can change, but I thought they came out in this game lethargic, slow, and not connected on the defensive end. And the starting five, once again, loses their opening shift. It's been a theme all year long. Going to get the Knicks into trouble in the playoffs. It is. As Ingram knocks in a pair, he now has, 15 points, and the Knicks have 15?
14.
Brunson, crossover, into the lane, step back two, got it. Jamal Shed draws that assignment. It's tough. Young player in this league. I respect a lot out of the University of Houston, but he's got his hands full guarding Brunson. As Mamu off the feed, lays it up. No good. Rebound by Robinson. He'll outlet to Brunson. Knicks playing with some pace. Brunson, top of the key. Step back. Right wing triple try. Not even close. Out of bounds. Jose Alvarado will sub in for the Knicks. My guy Creed in the building. What up, my man? What up, Mads? $2 super chat. Shout out to you. Ingram off the screen, driving on Robinson. Pump fake, got him in the air, lays it up and in. 16 points now for Brandon Ingram. Knicks have struggled to slow him down. Alvarado off the Robinson screen, has it on the left wing, crossover into the lane, maneuvering around, gets it to Anunoby. He'll stop and pop from 17. Good. What up? Got OG for 20 points, 2 threes for tonight. I like it. OG off to a good start. He's undefeated as a Knick versus the Raptors. Plays well. Right corner three up for Toronto. No good. Rebound by Anunoby. He'll push it up the right side. He's got a mismatch. I want him to drive. He does. He's fouled. Going to the line for two. OG looking aggressive. I like it. Creed, what up, my man? Shout out to Big Creed. $20 super chat. Give me some C's in the chat. What's up, Brody? Thank you for being here. It says major inspection at work this week. So far, none of my programs have taken any hits. Let's get a Knicks win. Shout out to you, Creed. Prayers for you on that. And let's get a Knicks win, my man. Let's get a Knicks win. All I want for my birthday is a New York Knicks win. Creed, how you been, bro?
Creed.
Shout out to Creed.
Let's go. As we'll go to a TV timeout here. Knicks down by 8. Going to have to pick it up on the defensive side of the floor here. Just too easy for the Toronto Raptors on offense so far. They're shooting 62.5% on twos and 50% on threes.
Yeah, the Knicks, again, kind of like that Jekyll and Hyde. We don't know which team's going to show up. Are they the team that's going to hold teams under 100 points regularly? Or are they going to be the team that gives up 30 points a quarter, like easily and multiple times within a game? Like Raptors are on pace for getting probably close to 40 in this first quarter if they can keep knocking down those shots.
Well, we are at a TV timeout. I want to let you guys know that this New York Knicks hat is on sale. Go to chatsports.com/Knicks hat sale, and you can get this New York Knicks hat for $22 off. Chatsports.com/Knicks hat sale. Get your hat today. Creed, that's big. That's big, my man. I've had an engine crap out on me before. I wasn't nearly as lucky as you, but that's a dub. That's a dub. That's elite. That's elite stuff. So are you just going to get a totally new car? That's clutch, though. That's clutch. 770 people in the building. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. Like the video if you haven't yet. We greatly appreciate it. Terrence Newman, what up? Says Marshall, when are you guys going to do memberships for the real ones? We've never really talked about it. I know other channels do it. I guess we
like to give
what's the point?
Yeah, we give you guys everything for free. That's why you subscribe. That's why you like. That's why you lock us in, because you get all your Knicks news and stuff for free.
What are the pros of memberships? I don't really know much about them. Gotcha, Creed. Yeah, that honestly pretty smart. Pretty smart. As OG knocks in the first free throw. Looking for one more. Anunoby having a great game so far offensively. And he'll knock in the second. 27-21. Knicks down by 6. 2:40 left to go in the half. Still Alvarado, Anunoby, Robinson, Diawara, and Brunson. Hart sat down. Alvarado subbed in as Mitchell Robinson intercepts the pass. Brunson to bring it up midcourt. He'll get a screen from Robinson. Driving left. They're going to post up Anunoby. He'll drive into a double. Sprays to Alvarado. One more to Diawara. His three. Good! Mohamed Diawara. That one was deep. No thought at all. He caught, fired, and knocked it in. Mohamed Diawara. Give me some 51s in the chat. Shed, top of the key. Lost it! And then they're going to call a foul. I thought Anunoby swiped in there and stole that one. Mohamed Diawara, man. Every game, it's just this guy's actually legit. This is a guy who shot in the 20% range. Every other level of basketball. Comes to the NBA, and he starts knocking in 40% of his threes. What does 51 mean? Mohamed Diawara wears number 51. We're typing 51 in the chat to show him some love. Are people calling him Cool Mo D? Is that what we're calling him now? Sounds like a pause. (29-24). Knicks will have it. Alvarado, top of the key, puts it on the deck, gets into the lane, throws it up, and Robinson throws it down. You could see that one developing the entire way. Alvarado just puts it on the top shelf, and Mitch reaches up and throws it down. Shad, he'll fire a three. No good. Rebound by Robinson. How about we steal this quarter here? 90 seconds left. Alvarado off the Robinson screen. Doesn't create much separation. He'll fire into the corner to Brunson. Dribble alive for JB. Crossover kick. Alvarado, three. Too long. No good. Rebound by Robinson. Didn't hit rim. Knicks have 5 seconds. Brunson, three. Fouled. He'll go to the line for three. Mitchell Robinson doing what he does best, keeping possessions alive with his relentless effort on the glass. It results in a missed shot, a rebound, and Brunson going to the line for 3 free throws.
Shout out to Mitch, man, keeping those possessions alive, doing what he does best. Get those 23s down in the comment section. He is making an impact like usual and kind of bailing the Knicks out a little bit in this first quarter.
Let's ride. Brunson knocks in the first. Second free throw for Brunson is also good. Brunson looking to connect on all 3 free throws, and he does. We got a tie game, 29-29. After a lethargic start on defense, starting to turn it around. The Knicks are on a 12-2 run, and we're knotted up at 29. Shed, top of the key, 67 seconds left for the kids. Shed off the Mamu screen. Kicks it into the corner. Scottie Barnes, one-on-one versus Robinson. Puts it on the deck, trying to create. Got him in the air, and Robinson with a dumb foul. 2 times tonight, Robinson has left his feet when he shouldn't have. Gotta stay down, man. You don't have to jump. You're 7 feet tall and damn near a 8 foot. Like, just stand tall. Stand tall. It's got him into trouble twice tonight. One time he got beat by Ingram. Now he's sending Barnes to the line for 2. Scottie's first free throw is good. 56 seconds left. RJ will sub back in for the Raptors. Second free throw also good. Raptors take a 2-point lead. 56 seconds left. Bridges is checked back in for the Knicks. Alvarado, Bridges, Brunson, Diawara, and Robinson are on the 5 for the final minute of this quarter. Brunson off the catch. Guarded by Barnes. Gets a screen from Robinson. Has a mismatch. Crossover into the lane. Gets to his right hand. He'll kick it into the corner. Wide open. Bridges. Good! Bridges knocks it in. Knicks up 1. 35 seconds left. Knicks set themselves up for a 2-for-1. Barnes to the baseline. Cut off by Bridges. He'll kick cross court. Mamu wide open 3. No good. Rebound by Robinson. Shot clock turned off. Ball in the hands of Jalen Brunson. Brunson one-on-one versus Barnes. 10 seconds left in the quarter. He'll get a screen from Bridges. He uses it. Finds him on the roll. And then Bridges has the ball stolen from him. Barnes finds Barrett. RJ into the lane. Lays it up. No good. The Knicks will steal the first quarter after a sloppy start. But they go on a 12-2 run. And they find themselves up by 1 at the end of 1. Grade the Knicks' performance so far. A, B, C, D, or F.
You want to give it a lower grade, but
I
are
want to
winning.
say like a C plus.
Yeah, it's
I want to say like a C plus.
Like they don't necessarily deserve to be up because the way they played early on, and for majority of the quarter they didn't play well. And like you want to say, all right, like you're holding. You also kind of want to take into account the opponent. And Toronto is a good team, but the Knicks consider themselves in a different league than Toronto. I don't think anyone considers Toronto a real, true title contender. I'll go like B- because they are winning, but a lot of things to improve upon. Shout out to everyone in the comment section dropping your grades. We got Brightest with a B+, George with a B+, Sean B. Also a lot of B's, some C pluses, C's, B minuses. Everyone's pretty much in that same range for the most part.
Brightest Future says winning matters. It does. Yeah, I'm with Seth. Seth plus. C plus. Started slow, but got into a groove.
Seth's a legend. I can't imagine if we got Seth plus what that would look like.
Seth plus? That'd be scary. I don't even know what that is. I give him a C plus, man. I give him a C plus because if RJ Barrett makes that layup, you're down by 1, and I'm always gonna go process over results, and I give the Knicks damn near an F for the way they started on defense, and then probably a B plus last 5 minutes. Somehow I get to a C plus. Seth says Seth plus is dangerous. Oh, that's funny. Why do you hate the Raptors, dude? Everyone wants to know. Nobody considers Toronto a real contender.
Me?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're quoting you saying,
are they? Well, I don't have the title odds up in front of me, but I'd like to see where they are on the NBA title odds.
What, you don't think a team led by RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley can win the title?
Dude, I wish. Knicks would have been good way longer before this season.
All right, second quarter underway. It'll be Alvarado, Towns, Diawara, Bridges, and Anunoby. I like this lineup. Barrett will have it for Toronto, a step inside the arc. at that right elbow. He'll get it to Quickly. 5 on the shot clock. Alvarado pressing up on Quickly. He'll beat him off the bounce into the lane. Push shot up, no good. OG battles for the board and secures it. Here comes Jose Alvarado up the right side. And now they'll settle into a half-court set. He'll run off a Towns screen. Gets it to Anunoby. OG back to Towns. OG one-on-one with RJ for 3. Good! He's like, you traded me for him? OG Anunoby doing what he does best, dominating the Raptors. Scottie Barnes driving on OG into the lane. Spinning, fall away, Jay, no good. Rebound by Towns. Let's separate ourselves now. Alvarado to a trailing Towns. Back to him. They'll run a two-man game. Jose off the screen. He uses it twice. Pocket pass to Towns. Into the lane. Lays it up and in. Nice play. Those two starting to develop a really good chemistry. And right out of the gate, Toronto's going to take a timeout less than 2 minutes into the quarter. You get that. What you didn't think you got from Alvarado was he's a floor general, man, and he's a really good pick and roll ball handler. And not to say Brunson isn't, but that's not Brunson's strength, a pick and roll distributor. Jose Alvarado shows you when you have that type of player next to Towns, it's another way to get Towns going.
Yeah, like he is Brunson as much as we love him. He is. No one's going to confuse him for a pass-first point guard. And like I don't want Jalen Brunson to change the way he plays, but if you look at traditionally basketball, like pass-first point guards are great. They help set up other guys. They help. And, like, you need a guy like that on the team sometimes to get some other guys going. So, Alvarado, like, he can knock down shots. We've seen him knock down shots, but he's kind of almost looking to set guys up first, set the table, facilitate a little bit, and get some other guys involved. And if some of the other Knicks players need that kind of play with that kind of lineup, I think a lineup of Alvarado and some of the other starters on the Knicks can be an effective group. And they started quickly so far in the second quarter. No pun intended there, actually. Just realized that.
Looking for a stat real quick here. When the Raptors arena tunes is going hard right now.
You're digging it?
I am so digging it. All right, so to put some things into perspective here, when Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns are on the floor this year, they're outscoring opponents by 8.3 points per 100 possessions. I guess they're not going to show me what I want them to show me, which is an absolute joke. Why would they do that to me? Why would they do that to me? Here we go. When Alvarado and Alvarado and Towns are on the floor together, this can't be right. They have a net rating of plus 30? That can't be right.
That's kind of crazy.
They played 95 minutes together.
Okay.
Yeah. Offensive rating of 134, defensive rating of 104.
Wow.
When those two are on the floor, the team shoots 43% from three. Towns is a guy that has to have the table set for him, no doubt about it. As Ingram gets back into the game, he's fouled by Towns and knocks in the mid-range jumper. He'll go to the line for a three-point play. What do I think of Cat's defense this year? I think it's better than last year. I think he's more engaged. I think he wants to defend at a higher level. There's still times where it's like, come on, man, give me a little bit more. Pause. But overall, I think Towns has done a good job. He's got to limit the fouls. As Ingram misses the and one free throw, ball don't lie. Give me some BDLs in the chat. I really like this five the Knicks have. Towns, Anunoby, Alvarado, Diawara, and Bridges. You got three wings that could defend right now with Alvarado at the point of attack. Towns from deep, no good. Rebound by Ingram. Diawara will be the first one on him. Ingram's had a hell of a game so far. He'll swing to Barrett. Barrett nice into the lane. 6-foot push shot, good. Bridges kind of gambled on that steal, didn't come up with it, and it was an easy 2 for Barrett. Alvarado, full speed into the lane, kicks it out to Towns. Towns, drive, lefty layup, lost it, turnover. Here come the Raptors. Barrett on the left wing, spinning into the lane, going at Bridges, lays it up and in. Bridges looks to be hurt. Sure, he'll bounce back, but Barrett just went into the chest of Bridges, and he collapsed. Alvarado off the Towns screen, and it's going to be a turnover on Towns. That's the Karl-Anthony Towns experience right there. Fouls a jump shooter, turns it over, and then turns it over again. 2 turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Don't let those linger. Let's get back to playing good hoops. Alvarado with good on-ball pressure here on quickly. Nowhere to go with it. Did Toronto just call a timeout? Wow, Jose Alvarado's defense forces Toronto to take a timeout. Quickly had nowhere to go with it. Do I think Cat's defensive efforts make up for his offensive slump this year? No. Not at all. Not at all. I maintain this. If the Knicks want to win a championship, Karl-Anthony Towns has to be a really productive offensive player. And he needs to get back to being an efficient offensive player. No, I think Towns' defense this year is better, but it's not enough to overcome his lack of efficiency and productivity on the offense this year. I'm not saying I need 28 points per game from Towns, but I need him to be able to shoot 40% from 3 and have stretches for 8 minutes in some playoff games to kind of carry the offense.
Yeah, and I mean, when his shot's not falling as well, like not only are you negatively impacting the team because you're not playing up to what they're expecting of you, but like if he's not knocking down his shots and teams are not going to go out and contest him, that's going to affect other players. It's going to limit the spacing. It's going to affect the spacing on the floor if Towns is not knocking down his jumpers, and hurts the team in more ways than one. So he's helping maybe by making some defensive improvements, but defensive improvements from him doesn't necessarily mean that we're getting quality defense. We'll see. I mean, you could say it's about a lot of guys, but the Knicks title chances kind of ride almost on Towns playing up to his potential.
You traded for Karl-Anthony Towns to be the best offense in the NBA. You need it. You need it. Whereas Shamet played the first. He was in the group of the first subs off the bench, and then they sat him down. He didn't play too much in that first quarter. I'll take a look at the official minutes here. As we're tied, 37-37. Shamet played 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. Interesting.
See how the game progresses. Knicks shooting the ball decently so far from the field and from 3. Toronto also shooting the ball well. So
5 turnovers, a little high at this point in the game. I'd like to see them minimize on those. Knicks right now in the 3 seed, 2 games back of the Celtics and 7 games back of the Pistons. You'd really like to get up to that 2 seed, so if you do face the 3 seed in the playoffs, you have home court advantage. Here we go. Shamet in the game now. Wow, as the Knicks force a 5-second violation, they could not inbound the ball, and there's Landry Shamet leaking out and laying it up and in. You guys asked where he was, and he said, I'm here. I'm here. Wow. The on-ball pressure by Alvarado forced him to take a timeout. Then out of the timeout, they force a 5-second violation. You could see the uptick in defensive effort compared to the start of the game. They sat down Mo Diawara and brought Shamet back in.
wow, you don't see that in the NBA very often.
No.
Good stuff by the Knicks.
Do I think that Mike Brown is kind of at fault for Cat's flaws this year? If Cat just shot better, his numbers would be pretty similar. I want Cat to be. You're an 11-year pro, 10-year pro. Like, go be great, man. Everyone else is having, as Alvarado coast to coast lays it up and in. Nah, like as Mike Brown made him the focal point of the offense. No, but Mike Brown's not telling Towns to miss threes, Towns to miss layup, Towns to commit the most offensive fouls in the league. Towns not shooting nearly as good as he does from the mid range and in the paint this year. No, it's on Towns. It's on Towns. What does Jalen Brunson say? It's on us, guys. It's on us. Shaman up the left side after a miss by Toronto. He'll get it to Hart on the left side. Hart inside to Towns. Good entry pass, and he lays it up and in. Nice pass there by Josh Hart. Bridges picking up Barrett in the backcourt, and Barrett's going to flop and get a call. A lot of fouls in this one, it feels like.
Yeah, I think this lineup's bringing some good energy. We've seen some good defense, forcing some tough shots, and they're converting into buckets on the other end. So
Ingram throws it into Pirtle. He'll swing to Barrett. Barrett being defended by Bridges. Gets it to Quickly. Quickly bounce pass to Pirtle. Push shot up and in. Knicks up by 4 as we're under 7:45 left to go in the first half. Hart, Towns, Bridges, Alvarado, and Shaman are the 5. Hart to Towns. Top of the key. Puts it on the deck. Drives into the lane. Has it knocked away. Towns wants a foul. I didn't see one. It looked like all ball from Jakob Pirtle. It'll be Knicks ball on the baseline. There's no foul there. He'd get a lot more calls if he stopped complaining when there wasn't a foul.
yeah, it invalidates every time he actually does get a call, and they don't call it.
Alvarado to throw it in, gets it to Bridges in the corner. He'll kick it out to Towns. Left wing 3. Got it! That's what you need from Towns. You need him to be the best big man shooter ever, something he proclaimed himself to be. Barrett off the screen, driving on Bridges, kicks it out. Ingram catch and shoot, no good. Rebound by Pirtle. Towns couldn't box out. Quickly for 3, no good. Rebound by Hart. Outlet pass to Alvarado. Nobody to beat. He'll lay it up and in. Knicks are moving and grooving now, turning defense into easy offense. Back up by 9. Barrett, pass, stolen by Towns. One-man break, throws it down. Karl-Anthony Towns playing the passing lanes and huffing and stuffing in transition. Knicks up 11. Timeout, Toronto. Give me some 32s in the chat. That's what we want to see from the big fella.
Let's go Knicks, man. This lineup around Towns, bringing out the best in him right now offensively, and turning defense and offense the easiest way to score in the NBA. Get open opportunities, open looks. Wow, look at him out in the open floor, man. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that as a New York Knick.
OG Anunoby was caught by surprise.
A little explosion there. It's good stuff.
Knicks on a big-time run. It was 37-37. They're on a 13-2 run after they had a 12-2 run in the first half.
Yeah, this lineup was it Shaman, Alvarado, Towns, Bridges, and Josh Hart right now, giving the Knicks a big lead.
J-Liv. I've been wondering where you've been, J-Liv. Freaking love that guy. What up, everybody? The Knicks. What's the difference in this game? They turned up the defensive intensity after the first 6 minutes. They came out slow. They gave up, 16 points or like 19 points in the first 5.5 minutes? They've allowed 20 points in the next 12 minutes. It was
31 at the end of the first, so right now only 8 points so far this quarter.
J-Liv. It'll be Towns, Bridges, Alvarado, Shaman, and Hart, and Towns is going to pick up a foul away from the ball. Alvarado talking to him, saying, relax, big fella, relax. One thing I'm always worried about with Towns is his ability to pick up fouls at an unreal rate. He's already got 3, and he'll probably have to sit the rest of the half now. That's what sucks. Towns just played a great shift, man. But his own biggest enemy is himself.
He self-destructs, yeah.
His own biggest enemy is himself at times. Robinson will sub in. Pirtle, top of the key, defended by Robinson, hands it off to Ingram. He'll come off the screen, pulls up for the midi. No good, rebound by Hart. He'll bring it up himself. Cross-court pass now to Alvarado. Jose off the screen, into the lane, throws it up. Robinson couldn't throw it down. Like the way he set the table there, Robinson couldn't just stuff it. Quickly, transition 3, up no good. Robinson didn't box out. And then Hart steals it and saves it from going out of bounds. Knicks going the other way. Here comes Jose. He'll have it on the right wing. Going to get a screen from Mitch. He'll swing to Hart. Hart into the corner to Bridges. Jab step, drive, kick, Shaman 3. Missed it. J-Liv put his super chat up on the screen as Scottie Barnes gets into the lane. Bullies his way through Mikal Bridges' chest, lays it up and 1. Bridges has gotten taken to the woodshed a couple of times now off of the dribble drives.
We got a 3-point goal. J-Liv, bang!
J-Liv, how do you do? Why? This here seems like a nice spot to catch a New York Knicks game. Barkeep, what does thou say of their chances this year? J-Liv, if the Knicks play like they did on Sunday against the Spurs, and like they have played in the second quarter tonight, that'll be the first team you've seen win an NBA championship. That's how good they could be. I continuously say it. The Knicks A+ game can beat anybody in this league. They got to be able to do it, though. Hart into the lane, spinning, fall away 2 from the foul line is good. Man, their best can beat anybody's best. They got to find a way to do it in the playoffs, though. J-Liv, how the hell are you, my man? Good to see you, brother. Love you, dog. Barnes at the elbow, kicks it out to Mamu. He'll drive, right-hand layup, good. He beat Robinson off the bounce. Brunson is sub back in. Looks like it's the start. Nope. Brunson, Alvarado. Brunson crossover into the lane, and he'll be fouled. It's Hart, Robinson, Shaman, Alvarado, and Brunson on the floor for the Knicks. J-Liv, when they are locked in, when they want to play basketball, and they're connected as a team, I'll take my Knicks against anybody. I will. As the Giants have informed Bobby Okereke, he will be released. We're about to get to halftime here. AC, could you produce a video in a different studio? AC holds it down here. Yeah. Cool. All right, can you hold it down until then? Let's get to OG's super chat real quick, though. Give me some OGs in the building. Are there people out there? I'm shocked. Cool. Thank you, brother.
We got a 3-point goal. OG bang!
OG. What up, OG? Man, it's that time of year where crazy random stuff happens all the time. Let me fire off a tweet here.
Yep, he says, salute chat fam. Knicks look like they taking form as a legit threat for the Eastern Conference Finals. I have to see more before I think championship, though. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, it's kind of something we've hit on. We've talked about is like the yin and yang nature of this team. Like they look like a one team, and it happens within the same game. we saw them start slow a little bit against Toronto, and then when they play like they did over that end of the first quarter, early second quarter, you're like, man, there's not a single team in the NBA that the Knicks can't beat. So it's really going to be kind of a matter of which team shows up in the playoffs if they're playing their best ball when they get to that point. And you really don't want to say that about a championship contender. I think that's why you're not saying they're a full title contender yet. But they can start to kind of continue to play consistently as they've been hot lately. They'll be dangerous.
All right. OG, you're a legend, brother. Seriously. Thank you for supporting this channel. Man, isn't that what is so frustrating about this team, OG? Like, when they play their best, they look like they can beat anybody. And then they lose to the Pacers. And then there's a dogfight against the Chicago Bulls. They frustrate everybody, and it's only because of the bar they set for themselves. The Shamet lays it up, and an easy bucket for him. All right, I'm going to hop off real quick. I'm going to go film a video about Bobby Okereke getting cut by the Giants. Andrew's going to hold it down. By the time I'm done, we'll be back at halftime.
All right, what's going on, Knicks Now fam? They are up 10 right now with about 4 minutes left in the half as they knock down a three, Landry Shamet. So that lead is now up to 13 points. Let's go. Let's see the Knicks push this to 20 points. You guys were doubting me about the fact that they're not a real title contender. I looked, they're like 15th or 20th in the title odds this season as Brandon Ingram lays it in and the foul. So they got a chance to cut that back down to 10. As I was going to say, can they push this to 20 by halftime? We'll see. Brandon Ingram, as he's done countless times against the Knicks this season, walks them down, gets into that little mid-range area, and draws the foul. And he'll go to the line with a chance to make this a 10-point game. Knocks that in, and the Knicks will bring it up. Kicks it to Hart, into Shamet, who lays it up and in. Nice little 1-2 there from Josh Hart to Landry Shamet. Give and go. He cuts down the lane and finishes with the layup. Knicks up 12. Seth, you would be correct. It's a thing on this channel, I guess. I could never compete with Marshalls, but as the Raptors go ahead and Brandon Ingram back at it again and cuts it back to a 10-point lead. Knicks cannot get any separation as they race up the floor, and Hart has it now with Barrett guarding him. Gives it to Brunson, 12 left on the shot clock. He's got it at the top of the key. Finds Diawara, who lets it fly from the corner and knocks it down. Mohamed Diawara picking up where he left off against the San Antonio Spurs. Knicks back up 13. As Toronto adds another bucket here, Knicks can knock in any separation, 11-point game. And Brunson will have it on the right wing. They double him. He kicks to Hart, who tries to get it into Robinson. They can't connect, and it's a turnover, Raptors ball. And they'll bring it up. Brandon Ingram will have it. They set a screen for him. Now a little action with Barnes, who takes it to the rack, kicks it out, and stolen by Shamet. Hart has it in transition. He's pushing. Dribbles, loses the ball, gets it back. Top of the key, Diawara. They get it to Brunson with 12 left on the shot clock. He finds Hart, 4-on-3, out to Shamet in the corner, dribble handoff to Diawara, who misses his three. And the Raptors have it, and they're going in transition. It's Barrett. He's got Shamet on him. Spins, gets into the lane, and lays it up and in. And it is a 9-point game. Toronto's not going away. The Knicks throw one punch. Toronto throws one right back. Brunson will have it. He's guarded by Barnes. Shamet, he sends the screen away. Crosses over into the paint. Little pull-up jumper. No good. And the Raptors had the rebound. Robinson's down. They'll have numbers. Ingram has it on the left wing. He pulls up from the mid-range and knocks it down. Man, Brandon Ingram is killing the Knicks here in this second quarter. Unbelievable. They cannot stop him right now. He's unconscious. The Knicks are getting buckets, but they cannot get any stops. And instead of pulling away and getting separation and trying to build a bigger lead going into the half, Toronto's actually cut this lead to single digits. And we got a timeout. As it's now 62-55. Man, good stuff on offense there for the Knicks, getting shots, getting buckets they want, but right now they can't stop Ingram. And Toronto's done a good job of pushing the pace and not letting the Knicks set their defense, and I feel like that's really helped them get some better looks offensively. Listen, it doesn't matter how good you are offensively. You can't get stops. Things are not going to go your way. You're not going to be able to get on a run and get any separation. As I think we had some super chats come in. We had Jay Liv. Said Bobby who? Bobby Okereke, linebacker for the Giants, was released. So Marshall's going to get a video out for those Giants fans right now. I'm here hanging out with you Knicks fans. It's a team effort, man. We're trying to make sure we get everything covered and all bases covered. So that I would look out for that on the Giants channel, probably releasing shortly. Adam Yildiz, I will check on that for you, brother. I know you're not the only one. People have been letting me know, man. We placed them all after the season at one time, so we tried to do a bulk order, but they were pretty popular. I know there was a little bit of a delay going on. Family guy, I am a Knicks guy. Absolutely. So shout out to Jay Liv for the super chat, and shout out to Daria, if I'm saying that wrong, my bad. Appreciate your $5 super chat supporting the show. And Knicks have been good offensively, 64% from the field, 50% from three, and knock down all their free throws as well. They just can't get any separation. They can't get any stops for Toronto on defenses. They'll bring it up. Brunson will have it at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Hart. Shakes Mamu, drives to the lane and finishes. Jalen Brunson, a little shimmy move, gets Mamu and finishes with the layup. Knicks up 8. As the Raptors will have it at the top, Barrett kicks to Barnes in the corner. He's going to let it fly. No good. Diawara pulls down the board, and he'll give to Brunson. 46 seconds left in the half. Brunson has it at the top. They double him. He gets into the lane and draws a foul. And it looks like they'll inbound. With 38 seconds left. Opportunity to get a 2-for-1 here. We'll see if the Knicks can capitalize. As Barnes deflects the initial inbound pass, Knicks will inbound again. Hart gets the ball, goes to the lane, throws it up and in with the left. A miraculous finish by Josh Hart gives the Knicks a 10-point lead. All right, let's finish the half strong, get a stop, get a bucket, and extend this lead here. The Raptors have not gone away. They've been putting up a fight. As quickly we'll have it around half court. Shamet on him. Barnes trying to set a screen. He goes right. Hand off to Barrett. Shamet on him on the switch. Barrett gets in the lane, goes up with the left, and he knocks it down, man. If you don't know that R.J. Barrett is going to try and go up with his left hand, you have not watched him play basketball at all. He does not go up with his right at all. Knicks have an 8-point lead. 5 seconds left. Brunson in the lane, lays it up and in 10-point lead for the Knicks, 3 seconds left. They get it to Quickly. He's at half court. He's at the 3-point line. He's going to float it up, and Hart sends it back. No bucket there for Quickly. Knicks will go into halftime with a 10-point lead. Some great basketball back and forth there between offensive basketball, at least, between the Raptors and the Knicks. Neither one able to stop the other. And a great finish to the half there with Josh Hart swatting Quickly. And does not let the Raptors get a bucket. Yes, get in the comments section. Grade that first half for the Knicks. Let us know, as we had Brightest Future in there with an A-. I don't know if I want to go A-. Pretty good. They're doing great offensively. They could not get any stops there. I think I'll go B+, up 10 against Toronto, a good team. I just think like they have another level defensively that we've seen. We saw it earlier in that second quarter, and then towards the end of that second quarter, they couldn't stop any buckets for Toronto, and otherwise they would have been able to get a little more separation. They weren't able to get it. We got Ivor Edwards with a B-, B+, B+, A, B, B+. Seeing a lot of B and B pluses. Seems like you guys agree. Seth Gross says C+ first half, B second half. I think we mean quarters there. So, yeah, they played a little better in the second quarter. They picked it up. Some B+, got some B-. So a little bit of a mixed bag there for the Knicks, and that's kind of just the story of the season. They've been inconsistent. They haven't been able to – they've shown flashes of the team that we know they can be, and then they kind of sandwich that between some inconsistent stretches and some lackluster defense there as well, unable to really stop Ingram mostly, but the Raptors as a whole, Barrett had a few buckets in the lane there. We'll see. Hopefully the Knicks can come out with stronger. Yeah, Greg. They turn the defense on and off. Go through some player stats here. Jalen Brunson especially had a nice basket late in that first half, right before the half. A nice little layup where he used a little crossover to get away from Mamu, the backup center for the Raptors. He finishes with 11, 4 of 9. Hasn't been able to knock down any threes, but does have 6 assists, so he's been finding his teammates and getting them involved. Alvarado, we saw his impact early on in that second quarter, was a part of that unit that really got that 15-plus point separation for the Knicks after kind of being down. They took that lead. He had 4 points, 4 assists, 2 of 3, and brings his usual defensive intensity as well. That was the Knicks' best defensive stretch when he was on the floor. Shamet, after not really playing too much early on in that first quarter, came on in the second quarter just when the Knicks Now real ones were calling for him to make an impact. He showed up, knocked down 4 shots, 9 points, hit a 3 as well. I mean, he is he's an important player for the Knicks. Okay, I see a lot of you guys talking about Mitch's ankle. It looks like he went back to the locker room limping, so we get any news on that, we'll let you know. Don't have anything on that right now other than he's potentially back in the locker room. OG, he always plays well against the Raptors, and he was arguably the Knicks' best offensive player in that first half. 14 points, knocked down all of his shots. He was locked in, ready to go, and added 3 boards as well. OG always looks to play well against the Raptors, especially. Carries a little bit of a chip on his shoulder that whether it's they gave up on him, didn't want to pay him, whatever he thought he was going to deserve and what he ultimately got from the Knicks. But I'm happy he's a Knick, and I'm happy they traded him to the Knicks. Josh Hart, we saw him a part of that lineup as well. That first half of the second quarter, that really got that big lead for the Knicks, doing a little bit of everything. 4 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Had a great block to end that first half on Emmanuel quickly. Kept that at a 10-point lead. Josh Hart, can't really say much about what he could do better. Yeah, OG is a world champion, 100%. Karl-Anthony Towns had some nice moments in that first half as well, especially he was playing with that group. I believe it was Towns, Shamet, Alvarado, Hart, and Bridges that got that big lead for the Knicks, and they were featuring Towns on offense. He even had a nice little steal where he took it into the front court and was able to finish with a dunk and got all the Knicks teammates off the bench and got them pretty fired up. So he's having a good game, 6 of 10 from the field, 13, 6 rebounds, 5 assists as well. So we talked about a little bit in the pregame how Towns, since they got back from the All-Star break, has been looking for his teammates more. He's been driving and kicking the ball out a little more. If he can add that element to his game, reduce some of those offensive fouls, reduce some of those turnovers, make better decisions on when it's open and when to be aggressive and when to kick out to your teammates, because if he drives, it's going to draw some attention from the other team's defense. And if he can just take that next step offensively, he's going to get back to the player we all know that he can be. Did have those fouls that forced him to kind of sit out the back half of the second quarter, and that's another thing that he does, and he kind of just makes a lot of times they're not the smartest plays when he picks up those fouls. They're far away from the basket or they're not competitive fouls. If you're going to pick up 3 fouls because you're contesting layups, you're protecting the rim, you're jumping up and not giving anyone any free points, that's one thing. But picking up ticky-tack fouls away from the basket, that's not helping your team. You're not getting anything and you're not using those fouls well. I don't know when Marsh is coming back. I would assume it would be, if not by the start of the third quarter, pretty soon after that. But we'll get him back in here, and he'll hold it down for sure. Mikal Bridges was a part of that lineup that we talked about, that where the Knicks built that big lead, didn't put up the biggest stats, but had 5 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He's a guy that always seems to have decent efficiency. It's the volume with him that's really where you scale it up or down. So see if he can get a little more involved. Ultimately, can't say too much about the Knicks offense. 68 points at halftime, but yeah, Towns could be on his way to a triple-double if he plays and keeps that up in the second half. Right now, the report is that Mitchell Robinson went back to the locker room. I'm not seeing much else on that at that point yet. Looks like it was with about a minute and a half left. He kind of went up for a rebound and landed awkwardly. We'll get you any more information if we have it on Mitch, but not a good sign. He's a guy who's dealt with some lower body injuries in his career. Hopefully he's okay. Not going to speculate on anything at this point until we get more information on him. And how about this? Quickly becoming everyone's favorite player, Mohamed Diawara knocked down 2 threes in that first half, picking up where he left off against the San Antonio Spurs. We did a couple of videos on the channel about Diawara and how the Knicks really got a steal with Mohamed Diawara in this past year's draft. He is 4th, or after the Spurs game, he was 4th among all NBA rookies in plus-minus, behind, I want to say, Con Knipple, Dylan Harper, and I forget who that third player was, but 4th guy was picked 51st overall, 4th in plus-minus for rookies. Great stuff by the Knicks from Leon Rose and the entire Knicks front office. Yeah, hopefully nothing too bad for Mitchell Robinson. He did go to the locker room. Looks like he landed awkwardly. Don't have a great view of that play right now, but not going to speculate until we get anything more definitive on that. And Mitch, we know the kind of impact Mitch can have for this team, a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive boards and on the boards in general. He had 6 in the first half and had 2 points before he exited. A big key for this Knicks team. It's going to be tough for the Knicks to get where they need to go and where they want to go without Mitch. So hopefully he's okay, and I expect even if there is some sort of minor injury, the Knicks to be extremely cautious, as they have been with him all season. Kind of had him on an injury management plan where he hasn't really been playing back-to-backs. So if Mitch does pick up an injury and it turns to be anything, whether even if he's only going to miss a few games, I imagine they'll be extremely cautious with him. Yeah, we need Mo D. Shout out to everyone who is hanging out with us here tonight. Just a little recap. Marshall is right now handling some New York Giants breaking news, getting a video out on that channel for those fans, and he'll be back in here as soon as he's done with that. Right now, if you guys watch this channel regularly, you know me. I'm Andrew Connell, producer for Knicks Now, and I'm just kind of holding the fort down until Marshall gets back. But if you like these watch parties, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 100K, man. We're at 85,438. It's been a steady climb. You guys have been unreal with the support you guys have been giving us. So if you like what you're seeing, you want daily Knicks content, free videos, all 100% free, short form watch parties for pretty much every single game, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and help us reach our goal and continue to grow. And we have the best community on YouTube. You guys have been awesome in the chat all season long, man. It's been cool. Appreciate that, Pietro. Appreciate that. Thank you, Icon. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Appreciate the support. You guys have been awesome all season long, welcoming me in here. So, means a lot. Greg, yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming they're doing everything they can to get Mitch's kind of strength and conditioning in order. We've seen him fluctuate weight, add weight in the weight room, lose weight to try and be a little more nimble. He had been pretty good this season, other than really only missing games in a preventative measure. Hopefully he's okay. Don't want to speculate on anything at this point. Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are the best. All right, from Stephen Bondi, 15 seconds ago, he says, sorry for the alarms, but good news on Mitchell Robinson. Word is he's fine. That's from Stephen Bondi. Said, sorry for the alarms, but good news on Mitchell Robinson. Word is he's fine. Shout out Gregory Williams, Pietro, Icon, Let's Go NY. Appreciate the support. Yeah, listen, we do that sometimes on this channel. Sometimes we don't. I'm not going to go that route without Marshall here to hold it down with us together. I don't want to do it alone. I don't want to party alone here. But hopefully Knicks can hold on and we have a reason to celebrate after this game. Yeah, George Jordan, the GOAT, lets us know. Sub for Knicks Dubs, man. You want the Knicks to win? Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Help us continue to grow, reach our goal, add more real ones to the chat and to our Knicks Now family. Really is awesome to hang out and watch every single game with all you guys. Listen, Brian, I would do it. He was out of town, and I was helping him during the day. I would have gone live for the watch parties, but it wasn't what the plan was. And I don't know. Maybe after this, you guys showing me love, and maybe that'll happen in the future if that situation ever arises again. But we'll see. If you are a Giants fan, go lock us in on that Giants channel as well. We put out a ton of content last week with Marshall at the Combine, player interviews, coaches interviews. Marshall asked questions to John Harbaugh, Joe Shane, a lot of the top NFL draft prospects as well. He killed it, asked some great questions. We've seen actually the New York Giants social accounts reposted a lot of those questions he asked, and if you've been reading a lot of Giants articles, some of the quotes those reporters have been using are from questions that Marshall asked. So he killed it. did an incredible job, and we just tried to get all the content for the Giants fans over there. And now that we're done with that, we can lock in back on the Knicks stretch run coming up. And yeah, I know we missed a couple games. It was tough, man. I missed you guys. Missed watching the game with you guys. And it was a couple times, honestly, we were still working, and I wasn't even able to watch the game myself. Working late into the night, trying to get everything done here at Chat Sports. So shouldn't be missing too many games the rest of the season, if any. We appreciate you guys being understanding and locking in with us. And hopefully it's going to hopefully there's plenty more games left to go. Long playoff run as Mitchell Robinson walking a little gingerly, but back out on the bench. So hopefully that is a good sign for the Knicks. We'll see if he returns to this game, but back on the bench, great sign. And we saw that report from Stephen Bondy that the word is that he's fine. We'll forgive you, Pietro. We'll forgive you, my guy. Don't worry. And we're back. Barrett uses a screen, drives the left, shocker, and he lays it up and in, and we're back to an 8-point game. The Knicks haven't been able to get too many stops in recent minutes, and it's an 8-point game. Towns has it at the top of the key. He's looking to pass. Gets a little dribble handoff action with Brunson, dicey handoff. They do a screen and roll. Brunson trying to shake Scottie Barnes. No luck. Ends up with a fadeaway turnaround, and Jalen Brunson, in the way that only he can, hits an extremely tough jumper, and the Knicks are back up 10, man. He makes it look easy, but those are tough shots. Quickly foul baits and gets the call on Bridges off the screen. Interesting to see if they give him shots on that. It didn't really look like he was in a natural shooting motion, but yeah, the word on Mitch from Stephen Bondy is that he is fine. And we saw him walk back out onto the court, and he is sitting on the bench. So we'll see if he comes back in this game, as quickly is going to the line, as we are 49 seconds into the second half here. And he knocks down the first 9-point Knicks lead. Knicks have not been able to really get too many stops here against the Raptors lately. They've been scoring, so they've been able to kind of maintain that 8, 9, 10-point lead, but Toronto has been knocking shots down like crazy. This quickly knocks down both free throws. It's back to an 8-point lead for the Knicks. Shout out to Niall Dimitri. He says, once again, hello, Marshall. Hello, Connell. Let's go, Knicks. Shout out to you, Niall Dimitri. You're a real one, tapped in every single game. I'll let Marshall know you said what's up when he comes back. As Towns knocks down the shot, and the Raptors will push. Barrett has Brunson in the post. He's looking to take him. Does a little hook shot, push shot, no good. Rebound by Pirtle. Barrett for 3, no good. And Anunoby comes down with the board. Knicks have a 10-point lead. They are up 72-62. As Anunoby has a turnaround jumper blocked by Ingram, rebound by Barnes, and quickly has it, and he will push. Has Brunson. Hands it off to Ingram with Hart on him. Ingram spinning. They double him. Anunoby. Barnes has it in the paint. Dumps it to Pirtle. Blocked by Bridges, and Hart comes down with the rebound. Great defense there from Josh Hart and the Knicks as a whole. He tries to pass it, and it's deflected. Quickly has it. Up and down here. He dishes out to Barnes. In the corner, looks at it, decides to drive. Kicks up top to Ingram. One more to Quickly. Fires. Knocks it down, man. Emmanuel Quickly. How many times we've seen him knock down a 3 from the wing. It's a 7-point game. Knicks up 7, and they can continue to get beat on that end of the floor. Towns has it. Kicks to Brunson. He's guarded by Barnes. Towns sets a screen and roll. Brunson lays up, floats it. Looks like a pass to Towns. He has it inside, can't get anything, and there's a whistle there. Looks like it's a 3-second call against Karl-Anthony Towns. Spent too much time in the paint. It was a screen and roll between Brunson and Towns. I thought Brunson was going to try and float it up and shoot it. It ended up looking like a pass to Towns, but he had been in there for one too many seconds, and they get him on a 3-second call. Knicks turn it over, and Raptors have a chance to keep cutting into this lead. Knicks, first of all, need to focus on getting stops. They cannot do anything to slow down Toronto. Quickly will bring it up. He's calling out directions. Hands it off to Barrett, who has Bridges on him. Hands off back to Quickly. He's in the lane. Kicks it out. Ingram fires from the corner, knocks it down. And the Toronto Raptors, man, they have not missed too many shots recently. Getting great looks. Knicks not able to stop him, and it's a 4-point game. Brunson has it at half court. Him and Towns in two-man action. Kicks it to Towns in the middle. Drives. Has it blocked, but I think that'll be called a goaltending. Towns had Pirtle on him. Took some contact, floated up, and Barnes flew out of nowhere, and I think got it on the way down, and they'll call a goaltending there. Knicks up 6 after a series of baskets by Toronto. They keep closing the gap. Quickly and Barrett trying to, once again, do that handoff action. Quickly doubled in the lane, kicks it to Pirtle, a little push shot, and he knocks it down. Man, that's just when you play great defense, you stop quickly. Pirtle's not the guy you're expecting to hurt you. You leave him open, and he hits that little push shot from 8 feet out, and it's a 4-point game now. Brunson has it. He kicks it to Towns at the top. Tries to drive past Pirtle. Does that thing where he just keeps going, even though he's not getting any closer to the rim. Looks like he did draw a foul there. Lucky because he had nothing. He was stuck under the hoop. He gets bailed out with a foul call from Pirtle. Like the aggressiveness, but there was no. He actually ends up throwing it through the hoop. Didn't count over the top of the backboard. Good stuff from Towns there, but did not count. They'll inbound. Hart has it. Towns screens for him. Finds the cutting end. Anunoby, who tries to dunk it on Pirtle, gets the foul call, unable to convert. OG looking to put Jakob Pirtle on a poster there. Great cut. And great find by Hart. OG rising with 2. Bad intentions on his mind. Pirtle protects the rim and gets a lot of Anunoby's wrists there. He'll go to the line with a chance to make this a 6-point game for the Knicks. Man, that would have been something if OG was able to throw that down. And he misses the first free throw, man. OG, one of those guys not super consistent from the line. It seems like at times he can miss big ones. Still a lot of time left, but would have liked to seen him knock these down, especially with it being a tight game here. He gets the second one to go. It'll be a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Quickly brings it up. He's got Brunson on him. Shakes Brunson, gets in the lane, kicks it out, and Ingram unable to handle the pass. Quickly kind of had an option to do the floater there. Decides to kick it out to Ingram, and they turn it over. Brunson has it. They're trying to post up Anunoby on Barrett. Towns has it. He looks for Anunoby. They set a back screen for Brunson. Anunoby rolls to the hoop. Towns tries to find him. They're unable to connect, but it ends up going off a Toronto Raptor. The Knicks will have the ball with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Brunson will inbound. Finds Towns. They run a little handoff, and Brunson will take it out with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gets to his spot, fades away, throws it up off the front of the rim, no good. Barrett has it, and he'll push in transition. Bridges on him, tries to get to the rim, kicks it out, and it gets over to Ingram on the right side. Little two-man action with Pirtle. He's got Towns on him, shakes him, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Quickly, pump fake. He goes up, and he knocks it down. It's a 2-point game. At what point does Mike Brown call a timeout? Man, you cannot stop Toronto right now. You let the lead go all the way down to 2. They've been on a run. Bridges has it at the top of the key. He's looking to pass. He gets it to Brunson. 8 seconds on the clock. Not a good possession here. Brunson finds Bridges. A little mid-range jumper, no good. Towns on the board, cannot get it to go. And fumbles around. It's back with Toronto. They got a chance to take the lead or tie the game here. Ingram has it. Hart defending him. Drives in the lane. Hart with the steal. Knicks have numbers if they push. Hart pushing. Finds Brunson. Gets into the lane. Out to Anunoby. He has it in the post. Out to Brunson. He drives, spins, pump fake. Hart gets into the lane, throws it up, and knocks it down. Josh Hart hits that little mid-range jumper. Good ball movement there from the Knicks, and great defense by Hart to get the steal. Leads to a bucket for the Knicks. They're up 4. Quickly has his pass tipped, and it goes out of bounds. And we'll go to a TV timeout here. So, not a great stretch from the Knicks, especially defensively. They buy themselves a little breathing room with a stop and a bucket there, but Toronto's kind of been firing on all cylinders here in this third quarter. I mean, it doesn't feel like they've missed a shot since like midway through the second quarter with how they've been shooting the rock and how they've been just scoring the ball at will offensively. Knicks have not been able to stop anything. Shout out to everyone in the building, 900 people. If you are here and you have not, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon, like the stream. Helps get more people in here so we can all watch the Knicks together. We're at 329 for 900 people. I always like to look at it as a shooting percentage. That's roughly 33%. Not great. We want to get those numbers up. We want to be shooting 40%, 50%. We want to be elite shooters here on this channel. So help us get that number up, get that ratio up, and get that percentage up. Let's try and get to 400 likes, man. If you're here, we really do appreciate if you hit that thumbs up icon. Yeah, man, it's frustrating how they can't play consistently, especially on the defensive end. Yeah, this timeout probably should have been called a little earlier, in my opinion. You had a 10-point lead. Toronto had cut it to within 2 at one point. Yeah, they were doing some good things offensively, but they couldn't stop anyone. Yeah, Marsh is okay, Niall. If you're just joining us, the Giants had some breaking news on Bobby Okereke. Marsh is going ahead and getting a video done for that for the Giants fans on our Giants channel. He'll be back probably any moment now, hopping back in here. I'm just holding it down for the Knicks Now, real ones. We appreciate you guys, man. If you want the Knicks to kind of get on a run here, go ahead, get those LGKs in the comment section. Yeah, OG more touches. He's been playing well. Almost had a poster on Pirtle there. Shout out Niall. Shout out everyone in the chat, man. Shout out you guys rocking with me, holding it down while Marsh is taking care of that Giants news. Knicks are in a dogfight here against Toronto. And they need to, whatever their defensive strategy is, they need to just change it because it hasn't worked for pretty much an entire quarter now. Toronto has been scoring at will. It's been Quickly. It's been Barrett. It's been Ingram. Even Pirtle has gotten in on the action, and the Knicks have not been able to stop it. Shout out to Crazy Ant-Man, sub for Knicks Dubs. You want the Knicks to win this game, hit that thumbs up icon and subscribe to the channel. Lock us in, man, as we are back. Shout out to Sean. Appreciate you. Ingram has it. He drives. OG guarding him. Rises, fires, no good. And Shamet comes down with the rebound. Knicks will have it. Brunson takes it up. Right now, Robinson back in the game, so he is good, ladies and gentlemen. Robinson back in the game. A little injury scare with the ankle. He's ready to go, and he'll have it at the top of the key. Runs a handoff with Brunson. Then they screen. Brunson has Quickly on him. Fires from the mid-range. No good. Mitch fights for the rebound. Has 2 guys on him. Doesn't come down with it, and Toronto has it. And Quickly pulls from deep. No good. Brunson gets the long rebound. Knicks are pushing. Hart in the lane. Drives, goes up and gets it to go. Typical Josh Hart move. Drives in the lane, takes some contact, lays it up, and gets it to go, and the Knicks have a 6-point lead. Quickly has it. Shamet on him. They kick it out to the wing. Driving. And Raptors unable to convert. Hart has it in transition. Shamet fires from 3 and knocks it down. Knicks take back a 9-point lead. They come back, get 2 stops, get 2 buckets, and it's a new ball game. They're extending their lead once again. That timeout helped fire them up and get them going. See if they can keep getting stops here as Quickly has it once again at the top of the key. Barrett drives. Yeah, everyone was going crazy. As Barrett draws a foul on the Knicks, and it looks like he'll go to the line. As Diawara looks like he's about to check in. So the Knicks kind of take a punch from Toronto. Lead goes down to about 2, and they punch back with a couple buckets, extended to 9, although Barrett knocks down his free throw. And it's back to an 8-point lead for New York. Barrett misses the free throw. Get those BDLs in the chat. Ball don't lie. That's what we do here on Knicks Now. When you miss a free throw, the other team misses a free throw, and the Knicks will have it in the half court. And Knicks fans, I got a surprise for you.
We're back. And Mitchell Robinson's back, too. I was midway through filming that video, and I saw the video where he collapsed, essentially, after a rebound.
I didn't get a great look at it. People were saying he's out for the season. I was like,
of course he was.
Yeah.
All right, what did I miss? They haven't separated yet.
Yeah, well, so they were getting buckets. They just could not get a stop. Toronto was scoring pretty much there was a period in that early second or that late second quarter where it was like basket, back and forth, just high pace. Both teams knocking down shots. And then Toronto cut it to within 2 a few minutes ago in the third quarter. There was a TV timeout. Knicks come out of the timeout, get 5 quick points, extend that lead a little bit, and then to 9, RJ just hit a free throw, 1 of 2 to get it back to 8. So Knicks, right when I thought they would be able to extend a lead, they had that 10-point lead. It was pretty much 10 for the entirety of that second quarter, and then Toronto made some headway and cut into that in the third quarter. Let's see.
Giants breaking news, man.
Can you give me the skinny on what the Okereke, what happened with Okereke, or
just cut, save $9 million. Would add a cap hit of 14.6 if they just it was just too much.
Yeah, not the same guy that he once was with the Giants and hasn't been for a few seasons. So
thought he played better down the stretch, but
had that great play against the Raiders or
Raiders and Cowboys game. He showed up.
That's it. Culture.
He's just, if you're going to have a cap at a $14.6 million, you better be like a top 5 linebacker in the league.
Yeah, I mean.
You might be able to get Devin Lloyd at $14.6 million this year as a cap hit.
Yeah. Like if he was going to play like he did that first season in New York, then.
That dude was awesome.
Yeah, but like you said, hasn't been that guy for a while.
I expect the Giants to pay a free agent linebacker and draft one relatively early. Like, you think about the John Harbaugh Ravens, like, they used a first-round pick on Mosley. They used a first-round pick on Patrick Queen. They made a blockbuster trade for Roquan Smith. Yeah, obviously Ray Lewis inherited that, but shoot, man. Bring me Leo Chanel and Sonny Styles, Devin Lloyd and Sonny Styles. Let's play some freaking football.
I need to stop, picturing some of these guys in Giants uniforms because I feel like they're only going to their stock's only going to rise as we get closer to the draft.
Are we out of Sonny Styles' range now?
I think we're out of and we could be out of Caleb Downs' range as well. Like, what do they do if it's Mendoza and not know any order after this? Downs, Styles, Love. Like, what do they do?
I think in that situation it'd be Reese.
I guess, but
yeah.
I guess.
I mean, the question is if it's
a good problem to have, I guess.
If Reese, Downs, and Styles are picked 2, 3, and 4, then what do? Do you take Tate? Do you take Jeremiah Love? Are you begging to trade out?
I don't know.
It'll be interesting.
A lot of time before the draft.
All right, here we go. Knicks Hoops is back. It'll be Brunson, Hart, Diawara, Robinson, and Shamet. Knicks up by 8. Brunson, kick. Hart, 3. No good. Rebound being battled for. Toronto will grab it. Good to see Robinson back out there. Jamal Shed running the show for Toronto. He'll get it to Ingram. He's had a heck of a game so far. Jakob Poeltl, top of the key, finds Ingram on the cut. Then it's intercepted by Shamet. Knicks have a 4-on-3 break. Shamet to Diawara. They kind of botched it. Brunson in the corner. 3 is blocked. It'll go out of bounds. I think that last touched White. It did. It'll be blue ball underneath.
Let's go NY, says Delane. Big Delane guy. Let's go NY.
Mansour Delane has grown on me, man. He has.
I've watched a lot of his football games. He's a good player.
Does Let's Go New York maybe have some Virginia Tech vibes in his bag or what?
I don't know. I think he's been grinding that VT Delane tape. He might have something we don't. So
does he just know ball or what?
I think he does.
Ingram on the right wing, cross court pass to Barrett. He'll drive baseline, cut off by Robinson, pass intercepted by Hart. He'll push Hart to Shamit to Diawara. Oh, he took the extra dribble. He should have just fired it. Shamit will. No good, top of the key. Robinson is going to draw a foul. Took 3 Raptors to keep him off the glass, and they couldn't do it. Mansour Delane. He corrected everyone at the podium.
Yeah, honestly, I could say
it like it was an O.
I didn't know that. I saw that, and that was new information. But
I think he allowed like 7 catches this year at LSU.
Just a dog.
I mean, shoot, if we could get a lockdown corner at 5, I'd take it. Now all I hear is Vega, the interior offensive lineman for Penn State's a Hall of Famer.
That's
like,
it.
If there's a Hall of Fame guard there at 5, take him.
Yeah, I mean, Giants want to build
that.
You
want Quentin Nelson? I'd take Quentin Nelson at 5. Brunson to Diawara, right side, driving on Ingram, got him in the post, laid it up. Oh, he smoked it. Love the ability for Diawara to get that layup off against Ingram. It literally just went halfway down and then out. Shed pushing the pace, finds a trailing Ingram, top of the key. Forces it to give it up. Mamu drives, met by Anunoby, lays it up, and they'll call a foul on OG. I think that's his 4th on the night.
Shout out to Niall Dimitri. Came in while you were gone. Tapped in.
Niall Dimitri, what up, my man? What's up, Brody? Soul Deej Curtis 2358 says they gave Mitch a big ejection. Marsh, why do you panic? Why do I panic? Because Mitchell Robinson has the ankle made of glass, and he fell and was holding his ankle and had to go to the locker room. Why would I not be freaking out?
Everyone was panicked. All of a sudden, I was trying to call the game, and all of a sudden I see people in the chat, Mitch out for the season.
Yeah. Looks like some free throws were made as Brunson will bring it up. 2:50 left in the third. Brunson, top of the key, swings a Diawara on the right wing. He'll dribble handoff to Anunoby. OG, one-on-one versus Ingram. 5 on the shot clock. He'll dish to Brunson. Brunson, hezzy, stop, drive, layup, too strong. Robinson there to clean it up, and he'll be fouled again. Mitchell Robinson is on pace for the best offensive rebounding season per 36 minutes in NBA history. It's unreal. Freaking legend. Thank you, brother. Robinson with 8 boards tonight. If you counted the times he got fouled, he'd be double digits. Diawara, top of the key, puts it on the deck. He'll attack Ingram, drives in the lane. Then he has it stolen. Diawara wanted a foul, not going to get it. He'll sprint back on defense. It does a good job to get back in front of Ingram. Now Ingram drives, has a step, lays it up and in. Brandon Ingram showing Mohamed Diawara. Still levels to this. 31 points for Ingram. Brunson off the Robinson screen, guarded by Barnes, trying to shake free. Hands it off to OG. He'll swing now to Diawara, top of the key. 7 on the shot clock. Diawara, pick and roll with Robinson. Crossover, spin move, turnover. A little too much creation now for Diawara as Scottie Barnes goes coast to coast to lay it up. And we got a 4-point game. A lot of people, myself included, were ready to crown Diawara. Some people saying in the starting lineup. I wasn't ready to go that far. Little dose of reality for the rookie here. Struggling with the Ingram matchup on both ends. Shed will throw it in. Alvarado comes in for Diawara. Barnes gets it up to Mamu, right back to him. 15 left on the shot clock. Scottie Barnes trying to attack Robinson, gets to the foul line. Pump fake. Robinson stays on his feet, kicks it out. Deep three over Brunson, no good, but an offensive rebound keeps it alive for Toronto. Knicks got to box out. It's not a stop until you secure the rebound. Ingram off the screen. Now Shamet will guard him. 5 on the shot clock. Ingram going to have to make work happen. Gets to the baseline, doubled, fall away 2, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, saved by Brunson. I'll say out of bounds. 2 times now. The Raptors keep the possession alive. Knicks got to do a better job of boxing out.
Yeah, great hustle. Look at, I mean, for any guy in the Knicks that is not willing to lay it all on the line, you got your captain Jalen Brunson going and diving into the stands trying to save a loose ball. Good stuff from him. Hopefully that is infectious across the entire roster.
14 on the shot clock. Shed off the screen, gets to the elbow, in and out dribble, throws it up, and Barnes throws it down, and we got a 2-point ball game. Knicks have seen their double-digit lead shrink, and Toronto's on an 8-0 run. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Alvarado on the left side of the floor. Runs off a screen of Anunoby. Now a screen from Robinson. Has it on the baseline. Gets into the paint. Finds Brunson in the corner. Has a clean look. Fires. Good! Jalen Brunson. Just when the offense was starting to stall out. There he is. 5-point game. 25 left in the quarter. And they're going to call an 8-second violation. Brandon Ingram didn't cross half court. They weren't even applying on-ball pressure. An 8-second violation on Toronto and a 5-second inbound violation. They're asleep at the wheel.
It's like an AAU team playing a 7 a.m. game right now. Let's get some LOLs in the chat. Brandon Ingram just did not get the ball across in time. That is a brutal mistake, and it gives the Knicks an extra possession here before the fourth quarter starts.
Knicks will have it. 26 seconds left in the front court. They can essentially hold for the final good look of the quarter. Ball will be in the hands of Jalen Brunson. Brunson out by the logo. Swings to Shamet. Shamet drive, layup. Doesn't even hit rim. Terrible possession. Overzealous there with Shamet. Get the ball back to Brunson. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Shed to Ingram. Alvarado all over him. Poked it away. And we'll go to the fourth quarter up by 5. Jose Alvarado making a quarter-ending steal. Let's go. Come on. Close them out in the fourth quarter. Who's going to show the graphic that the Knicks have lost, what, 1 game this year when they have a lead going into the fourth? So I can jinx them?
We wouldn't do that, but someone might. And let's go get those 4s going and grade the Knicks as we always do. Fourth quarter time, Knicks have a chance to close this one out. Probably got to go with a C plus in that quarter. The Knicks did some good things, but their defense was just not good enough, and they went from being up 10 to only being up 5. So probably going to go with a C for the Knicks in that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, did they lose that quarter?
They did.
Not good, Bob. Jalen Brunson throwing in that 3 was huge.
Yep, gave the Knicks a little breathing room heading into the fourth quarter. Shout out to everyone, man, dropping those 4s in the comment section. Big fourth quarter here for the Knicks. Want to keep this momentum going while we are about to head to the fourth quarter. Also want to let you know about this hat deal we got going on right now. $20 off. It was $47. Now it's only $25. Go ahead, get this Knicks hat. Chatsports.com/Knicks hat sale. That is in the description of this video, and I'll put it in the comments section as well. And don't worry about sizing. It's adjustable as well. Pretty sweet Knicks hat. Almost 50 or over 50% off, around there. Math is hard right now, but close. So go ahead, take advantage of that deal. Don't miss out.
That's right. Over 1,000 people watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I think score. Knicks up by 5 as we head to the fourth quarter here. Make sure you are subscribed. We're 54 subs away from 85,500 subs. If you love the Knicks and you want to be a part of this channel for the playoff run, hit that sub button. If you are subscribed, give me an LGK in the chat. To start the fourth, it'll be Alvarado, Towns, Bridges, Shamet, and Diawara. Shamet, corner 3, no good.
Rest of the week, yes, we'll be locked in for the rest of this week.
Quickly up top, Alvarado all over him, making him work. We'll try to free Barrett up off ball. They do. RJ drives at Towns, stops on a dive, blocked by Bridges. He pinned that one on the backboard. Loose ball grab by Diawara. He'll hand it off to Shamet. Swings to Towns. Jose will now have it on the right wing, and the Knicks will settle in. Alvarado going to get a screen from Bridges. He'll use it, and then he'll get it to him. Bridges guarded by. He'll just give it up right away. Alvarado one-on-one versus the big man. Trying to create. Step back 3 at a shot block. Shot clock violation. That's a horrible offensive possession. It's a horrible offensive possession. I don't even think there was one dribble inside the three-point line there. We're going to have Cat out there with a bunch of defenders around him. Let's get the ball to Cat. How about that Karl-Anthony Towns, Jose Alvarado pick and roll?
Yeah, that lineup, they worked well early on in that second quarter. It's a similar lineup, just Diawara instead of Hart.
Quickly up top. Gets the screen. Cut off by Shamet. Still trying to drive. He'll have to give it up to RJ. He'll pull up from the right elbow. Got it.
RJ's he's hurt the Knicks in this game. But him, Ingram, quickly, the three of them have kind of been getting whatever they want.
That prior possession, Bridges catches the ball on the right wing as they're going to double Towns here. He sees it. He'll kick it out to Shamet. I want to see Bridges attack Scottie Barnes. Towns, corner 3. Missed it. Here come the Raptors. It'll be Scottie Barnes, top of the key, guarded by Diawara. He'll get it to Quickly. Quickly drive. Cut off by Mo. Swings out to Mamu. Bridges is there. Spinning into the lane. Push shot, no good. Rebound by Towns. Here comes Alvarado up the left side. Let's play with some pace. Alvarado, top of the key. Like they're trying to get the ball to Bridges. It's like, why? Barnes is full on fronting him in the entire length of the half court. Alvarado, backdoor to Bridges, has the shot blocked. They'll call a foul. Hey, let's get the ball to Cat. Let's run some Cat action. How about a pick and roll with Alvarado and Cat? You're guarded by Mamu.
Brunson shook Mamu pretty badly in that second quarter.
Towns had what, like 16 points at half?
I think 13. Yeah, not too involved in the second half so far. Bridges knocks down the first one.
Towns had 13 points when the Knicks were up 50-39. Bridges connects on a pair at the line. Knicks back up by 5. Alvarado, Towns, Bridges, Diawara, and Shamet remain on the floor. Barnes drives on Towns, finds Mamu on the cut. Layup, no good. Good defense by Towns. Alvarado will control. 9:20 left in this one. They keep on trying to force feed Bridges, and he's not even giving himself an opportunity to catch it. Here comes the screen and roll with Alvarado and Towns. Only been begging for it all quarter. Alvarado splits a double, and he turns it over. Stupid play by him. Quickly in transition, dropped it, recollects, drives baseline, kicks it out. Barrett, foul line, fouled by Alvarado. no offensive direction right now.
Yeah, they are. A lot of times we've seen the Knicks come out strong to start the fourth quarter when they play some of those bench guys and sit some of their starters, and they're doing the opposite of that right now, and that's just lazy defense from Alvarado, fouling Barrett, reaching in.
You're going to have a problem with Mikal. This is why Mikal Bridges is so frustrating as a player. 7 points today. He's getting 4 shots, getting fronted by Emmanuel quickly. Can't put the ball on the deck for Scottie Barnes. Quickly, wide open 3, missed it. Alvarado looks like he was smacked in the head. I'll run up the court. Bridges off the bounce. Knicks go double big with Robinson and Towns. Bridges into the mid-range, nowhere to go. He can't even create versus Jakob Poeltl. He'll take a tough fadeaway too and got it. I don't understand him. I will never understand Mikal Bridges, the player. Quickly to Poeltl, back to Barrett. Bridges dies on the screen. Barrett's got him in jail, lays it up and in. I feel like Mikal Bridges has been terrible today defensively. Barrett's got the best of him, hasn't been able to guard anyone.
The Knicks as a team have been pretty bad defensively.
Bridges off the Robinson screen, lost it, turnover. Now Robinson will battle for it on the ground. I think it might be a jump ball. That's why Mikal Bridges is just infuriating as a player. You put up 25 points against the best defense in the league in San Antonio, and you come out tonight and you shoot the ball 5 times and you hang out in the corner and don't even want the ball?
Yeah, got to force himself into the action more.
Like sometimes I just ask, like, do you want
care?
to play today?
Yeah, do you care?
Like, are you just playing today to keep the streak going or what? As the Knicks win the jump ball, Brunson back in the game. He'll settle for an elbow J and he gets it to go. Can he stabilize this offense? Knicks back up by 7. Brunson only 18 points on the night.
He's had some typical fadeaway, tough Brunson shots that he's made, though.
Barrett, guarded by Shamet, gets a screen. Good defense by Shamet, and then Barrett just lowers his shoulder and blows by him. RJ is determined to get to the rim right now, and there's not really a Knick with the knack to stop him. Bridges, Robinson, Brunson, Shamet, and Towns with a 5. Brunson off the Robinson screen, has it on the right wing, works his way down to the mid-range. He'll fire a jumper, and he gets it to go. Fourth quarter's here, and Jalen Brunson says, I got it, guys. I got it. Back-to-back fourth quarter buckets for the captain. Knicks back up by 7. Poeltl throws it into the corner of the shed. He'll fire a 3. No good. Got to box out. Towns does. Brunson will control. Shed picking him up full court. Brunson off the Robinson screen, has space on that right wing, loves that spot, gets into the lane, missed a lob to Robinson. He'll fade away for 2. No good. Wish he just would have thrown that up to the top of the backboard. Quickly off the bounce, driving on Mitch, kicks it out. RJ, top of the key 3, got it. RJ Barrett. Big game for him. He's over 20 on the night now. Bridges. He'll have it on the right side of the floor. He'll get it to Robinson, top of the key, right back to him. They'll run a pick and roll. They double Bridges. He'll kick to Shamet in the corner. Step back corner 3 for Shamet. No good. I hate that shot. Rebound by Toronto. I have not liked the way that Landry Shamet has played tonight. Quickly drives on Shamet. Good defense there. Better offense by Quickly. Puts it in. 2-point game. Brunson off the Robinson screen. 5:30 left. Brunson to Bridges. Bridges to Shamet. Relocate. 3-ball. Not even close. 1 and done. Toronto has it, and it'll throw it away. Knicks get bailed out. Knicks get bailed out. Turnover by Toronto.
Let's go.
It's going to be a dogfight.
We're approaching clutch time, otherwise known as Jalen Brunson time. And once again, the Knicks are asking him to bail them out of this game. They had the opportunity. They had a lead of 10. They had a lead of 8. They weren't able to kind of expand upon it and put some separation between them and Toronto. And now Toronto has made this a 2-point game here with 5 to go. I said it before. I said it before. It's a dogfight right now. And Knicks, once again, just put themselves in a tough situation. Still in a good, still up 2, but they're earning it. Toronto's going to make them earn it if they want to win tonight. Let's go. If you wanted the Knicks to win tonight, sub for Knicks Dubs. Let's go. Let's run that number up. Let's get to 85,500. We're now 45 subs away. If you're here, you want the Knicks to win, you're a diehard Knicks fan, 1,200 people in the building. There's got to be 45 of you guys who are not subscribed to the channel. Change that, hit that sub button, and let's go Knicks. And get an LGK if you're already subscribed. Let's go.
Let's go. Lock us in. Almost 1,300 people here. Help us reach our goal of 85,500 subscribers. We're live for almost every single Knicks game. We will be live for every single playoff game. We are your one-stop shop for all things New York Knicks. Hit that sub button, lock us in, give us a chance. If you watch the show for a week and then you don't like it, you can unsubscribe.
100% free as well. So
have to think OG.
Come back to the game soon, yeah.
Only 22 minutes for OG tonight.
Is that foul trouble?
He does have 4 fouls. You would think he closes out the game, though. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go to the starting 5 here. Brunson, Bridges, Towns, Hart, and OG. A lineup that is as fickle as they come.
Yep, they're hot and they're cold. They got the biggest thing right now, and what they've struggled with all game is getting stops. It's been Ingram, it's been Quickly, it's been Barrett, man. They have not been able to stop anyone. They've been getting in the lane, getting 2 feet in the paint, getting looks, kicking out for open corner threes. They've given the Knicks defense fits tonight. Was that karaoke song for you, or was it?
I haven't heard that song in years, but once you said it, just kind of
clicked
right back into my brain.
Yeah.
They're hot and they're cold. They're yes and they're no. They're in and they're out. They're up and they're down.
How about Billy hopping in on copy, man? This guy's still got time for us small people over here.
Might have misspelled Giants in the tags a couple of times, but he figured it out.
Actually.
Unreal.
Actually?
Yes. I saw a red underline. I just scrolled down and corrected it while he was still typing them out. All right, Knicks up 2, 5:20 left in the ball game. They've led by as many as 10, and they've seen that lead shrink. Starting 5 in the game. Brunson will have it on the right wing. Crossover. Splits the double. Finds Hart in the corner. Should have shot it. One more to Bridges. Clean look. Nothing but air. Nothing but air.
That was ugly.
Mikal Bridges, man.
I know we always talk about him not hitting those momentum threes. I think he did.
I've never seen him hit one.
I feel like he may have had one against San Antonio, but it's like he misses so many that you don't even – it's like percentage has got to be sub 5.
Knicks up 2. Bridges dies on the screen. Barrett drives on Towns. Kicks into the corner. Barnes for 3. Missed it. Rebound loose. Grabbed by Anunoby while everyone else watched. It's a little too much of that. As Bridges knifes into the lane and throws it down with 2 over R.J. Barrett. What a feed by Josh Hart and an exclamation point by Bridges.
Let's go. Get those 25s.
That's all we want.
Yep.
All we want is you to be aggressive, man. We didn't trade 6 first-round picks for you to play like Frank Ntilikina on offense.
Well, he rarely dunks, man. Throws it down there.
2 games in a row. Ingram, foul line, Jay, no good. Great defense by Anunoby. Rebound by Hart. 4 minutes and rolling. Bridges has it on the left side. Guarded by Jakob Poeltl. Clear it out and go to work. Bridges off the screen. Now they'll feature Brunson. They double. He gives it back to Bridges. Gets it to Hart at the foul line. Throws it up to Towns. Dropped it. Recollects. Fall away 2. No good. Knicks were playing 4-on-3 there after the double, and we settled for a fall-away 16-footer. Oh, we go touch the rim on that one. 3:30 left. Barnes, top of the key off the screen. Hart is there. Barnes forcing the action. No good. Rebound by Towns. A bucket here would go a long way. Brunson and Cat, pick and roll. Brunson for three. Good! Jalen Brunson, right on time, puts the Knicks up by 7. Give me some JBs in the chat. As clutch as they come. Ingram, mid-range J over Anunoby. No good. OG's got him in jail. And then Brunson's going to be fouled on the rebound. OG making plays on defense. Brunson hitting daggers on offense. Let's go.
That's it. It's Jalen Brunson time, clutch time, which is 5 minutes left, and games within 5 points. He's the best in the league. That's why he was clutch player of the year last year, and we've seen him a ton this season carry the team. And, yeah, what a feed from Hart. Finds Bridges, good cut. That's one of Mikal's biggest strengths, and if he's not getting shots, that's what he needs to do is just kind of cut, make yourself wide open, make yourself so open that they cannot miss you. Hart there with a great pass. Bridges catches it. If in stride, finishes with a dunk. It's good stuff. And then Jalen Brunson doing Jalen Brunson stuff and hitting a big three to give the Knicks a 7-point lead here with 3 minutes left. They're in a great spot. And he's got 23, and it hasn't been easy. He hasn't had his best game shooting the ball, but he's hit some really tough shots, some drives, some fade away, fall away, defense right on him, doing things that, I mean, we've kind of grown accustomed to seeing, and maybe we're a little spoiled.
Doing Jalen Brunson things.
Yeah.
Man, Mikal Bridges. He is,
I think the nice way to say is polarizing. It's not, it's frustrating, but
he's up and he's hot and he's cold. Yes and he's no. He's in and he's out.
Knicks have a couple polarizing players.
A couple? Do you mean 2?
I guess. I guess 2.
Who would they be?
I'll give the people in the comment section 2 guesses.
Interesting. Do they both have a 2 in their jersey number?
They might.
Bridges is a glorified version of J.R. Smith? I could not disagree more. J.R. Smith never saw a shot he didn't like. Bridges as picky as they come. Every player but OG is flawed. Every player in the league is flawed. There is no perfect player. There's no perfect player.
If there was, I mean.
OG's flawed as hell.
Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't want to be out there. Sometimes he's too passive. Sometimes he can't score. He can't guard Pascal Siakam. We've seen that, 2 years in a row now?
Nobody on the Knicks can. Maybe Diawara. Maybe that's why they drafted Diawara, the Siakam stopper. I mean, we're not going to get to see it this year. Sorry, Indiana, but I'm not hating that. But we'll hopefully see it in future years. Let's go. Stretch run here for the Knicks. Can we get 26 more subs to get to our goal of 85,500?
Hit that sub button. Stop being weirdos. Let's go.
1,600 people. There's got to be 26 diehard Knicks fans who want them to win the night. Sub for Knicks Dubs. Let's go. Run that up.
Yeah, I can agree that both can be frustrating. I will agree with you on that, but they're completely different.
Like the playing style.
The Siakam bopper.
That's it. The Knicks lost in the playoffs, so we need to find the closest guy to this guy that we can find.
Here we go. 22 subs away. Hit that sub button. Brunson off the screen from Towns. Gets it to him on the roll. Finds OG in the corner. One more to Bridges. He'll drive. Gets it in the lane. Kicks it out. Brunson 3. Missed it. Rebound by Josh Hart. He stole it from Pirtle. Brunson 3. Hit the ground. No call. Missed it. Rebound by Towns. 2:30 left. Ball in the hands of Bridges. They'll get it to Towns. They double on the catch. Throws inside. Anunoby throws it down. Oh, they're going to say a foul on the ground. No basket. Oh, that's BS. Where's the continuation?
I thought It looked like to me it was while he was going up. Hit those BSs down in the chat. The refs trying to take away a dunk from OG. Good offensive rebounding from the Knicks there, keeping the possession alive.
14 on the shot clock. Towns on the right wing. Puts it on the deck. Step back. Deep two. Got it! Big shot from Karl-Anthony Towns. Let's go. 20 subs away. Hit that sub button. Knicks up by 9. 2:05 left on the time. Scottie Barnes on the right wing. Josh Hart playing good defense. He's doubled. Stolen by Brunson. It's a 3-on-1. Brunson to Hart. Lays it up and in. Knicks up by 11. Timeout. No timeout. They're going to continue to go. Their coach was halfway onto the floor as Jakob Poeltl lays it up and in.
It's like the kick return. He's taking it back.
Oh, man, their coach has not a T or anything. Brunson forced to pick his dribble up. He'll get it to Cat. Cat, 40 feet from the basket, puts it on the deck, has a crease, right arm, floater up and in. He threw that up and hit like the dead spot where the back of the rim hits the backboard, just died, and then it rolled in. 80 seconds left. Quickly we'll try a three. No dice. Rebound by Karl-Anthony Towns. 60 seconds left. And Jalen Brunson has it in the front court. He'll get into the lane. Lays it up. Count it. And the foul. Jalen Brunson. The captain subs in with about 7.5 minutes remaining in the fourth. The Knicks offense had run out of gas, and he filled the tank back up, and he drove the Knicks home with a W. Jalen Brunson, the reigning clutch player of the year, does it again. Let's go.
That's it. The Knicks, again, we say to play their food. They let the Raptors get back in the game, and they put them away in the fourth, but looks like they'll take this one home up 14 with a minute left and continue their winning streak.
Jalen Brunson. Quickly from the logo. Missed it. Hart beats Barrett to the board and he throws him out of bounds. Josh Hart up 14. Pouring it all out. Let's go. What was it, a 2-point game at one point? Like
multiple times they got us to within 2. The Knicks never let, credit to the Knicks, they never let them take the lead. They maintained the lead.
It was 95-93.
Yeah, and it was.
Knicks go on a 14-2 run. That's tough.
Contributions from a lot of guys, too. Bridges had a couple plays. Hart made some nice passes. Brunson, big buckets. Towns had a bucket there as well. OG doing stuff. They all locked in and stopped playing with their food as Hart misses a free throw. And they let them hang around, but they ultimately get the job done. Let's go. We need 13 more subs. The Knicks are going to win. Let's go. If you're a Knicks fan, lock us in. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get over 85,500. Give us another reason to celebrate besides this Knicks W. Let's go, Knicks. 25 likes away from 500 as well. If you're happy that the Knicks are hopefully going to hold on to this game, hit that thumbs up icon. 1,500 people in there. If everyone liked it, we'd have 1,500 likes. That'd be pretty cool.
He misses both, but a rebound by Ariel Hukporti. Hart for three. Good! Oh, they call it in deep too. I think. Yeah, 2. So what? They go on a 16-2 run. So it was 95-93.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of those runs today, I feel like.
Key was on the defensive end, man. They got started getting stops.
They're holding under 100.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like they had like probably 2 30-plus point quarters, and yet they're somehow going to hold them under 100 points if this holds. It's that that hot and cold, or that two different types of teams where like they can lock in for some stretches and go on these crazy runs and show that like the team that they no one in the league can beat them, and then they go through stretches where they couldn't buy a stop. Quickly was getting whatever he wanted. Ingram was getting whatever he wanted. Barrett was getting into the lane. I think like that next step for the Knicks as a team is just that consistency. And listen, like basketball is a game of runs. Like you're not going to lock them down for the entire game, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't be trying to bring that same intensity throughout the game, and not need to make these furious fourth quarter runs. Like yeah, you can do it, but you don't want to have to do it every single game.
They hold them to 13 points in the first 11 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's why you won the game. You said it right. It's a good win, man. It's a good win. Grady Dick in the game. Foul line jumper. Missed. And it'll be rebounded by Jose Alvarado. It's a good win. Good win.
No easy games in the NBA.
McCullough to Huck Porty. And he'll just lose it out of bounds.
Except the Nets, maybe, but.
It's a good win, man. 3-point try for Toronto. Up, no good. Rebound by Huck Porty. The Knicks will hold them to under 100 points. They held them to 13 points in the fourth quarter. And they closed the game on a 16-2 run. A 16-2 run to close it out. What a win! Give me some dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat.
Let's go.
It's good stuff right there.
Get those W's. 8 more people. You guys are playing around. Listen, I want to go to a super chat from our guy JC, but I want us to hit our goal before we do it. 8 Knicks fans, lock us in. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get over 85,500, and we can show some love.
7 subs away
to my guy JC.
OG Anunoby remains undefeated against the Raptors.
That's
as
it.
Well.
Never lost.
Never lost. Sucks that you got to play OKC tomorrow on a back-to-back, but it's a good test.
Want to go in off a win, and good job for the Knicks for not losing sight of this game against Toronto tonight. Would have been easy to look ahead to OKC, and maybe there was a little bit of that at the start of the game, but they locked in and got the dub.
Good win. A good win. Yes, 7-0 against the Raptors is OG and Anunoby. JC, you, Marsh, go Giants, Knicks, go Yankees. JC, you're a legend, man. AJ McMecca in the building. What's up, bro? What's up, AJ McMecca? That's my guy right there. Let's go, Diego. Yes, sir, Terrence Davis. B. Fitz in the building. What up, Fitzy? Morgan Lappin, tighter game than the ending number showed. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a 2-point game with 5-something left. 5:26. It was 95-93 with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left.
It's one thing that they can't say about the Knicks is that they are not tested. They're not battle tested. They've gone through some of these fourth quarters and tight games, made these comebacks, had to come back from down big heading into the fourth quarter. They've played in a lot of high pressure games so far this season.
That was a good win. Crazy, yeah, man. If the Knicks beat OKC tomorrow, I'll actually cry tears of joy. Maybe I'm a little too emotional, but the Knicks winning just means so much to me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. EC, $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. I think I heard somewhere that we are top 5 in defense currently. Let's see. Let's see. We'll go advanced, defensive rating. The Knicks are 8th in defensive rating for the entire season. 8th. After tonight, I don't think they'll jump into the top 5.
They've been trending upwards.
Trending upwards, yeah. If I were to just do the last 15 games, let's see. Last 15 games, the Knicks are the best defense in the NBA.
So.
Factor this one in, 16 games, same thing.
Yeah, I mean, during some of their winning streaks, they've gone on stretches where they've held teams under 100, like for a certain stretch of games. So that'll help, but it kind of just points to some of the inconsistency where they're not able to. And like, you're not going to do that every night in the NBA, but there's some nights where they can't stop anyone. Shout out to UEC. Appreciate the love. And who's it's going to be? We are one sub away.
One sub away. One sub away. One sub away. Hit that sub button. Let's go. Lock us in. 85,500 subs. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Let's go. Marshall messaged me saying I can't go home until we get over 85,500. So
bang!
Let's go.
There it is. Thank you to the real ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. $20 super chat coming in from my man Harry. What's up, Brody? Can't wait until we are in the finals. Thank you for the generous contribution, and
I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so. I sure hope they are, man. I continue to say it. Some days I feel like this team has no shot. Other days I feel like their best game is better than any other team in the NBA. You got a real litmus test tomorrow. The Thunder were resting guys today. I think they're playing off a back-to-back as well. I think
the first game against OKC this season.
Yeah,
I think so, because I think we were talking about it right when they got to the Cup. They were going to have a chance to match up against them, but the San Antonio beat them.
Because they play tomorrow in New York, and they haven't played in OKC yet. So I was thinking about going to that game.
Okay.
They play Sunday, March 29th in Oklahoma City.
So first opportunity at the defending champs. Chance to take them on. See if they can take them down.
Let's go. Felix says he was the 85,500 subscriber.
Let's go. Thank you, man.
Love.
Real one.
Yeah, Harry, man, we're all hoping for it, bro. We're all hoping for it. This team has the ability to do it. This team has the ability to do it. They just got to go out and do it. Good stuff. We will be live tomorrow for the game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That one, I think, tips off at 7 p.m., so a little bit of an earlier tip tomorrow. That'll be on ESPN as well. No Mitch tomorrow. I mean, he played today.
He came back in the game.
Played today, but he hasn't played in a back-to-back this year.
Probably less likely, especially with that whatever it is he picked up. I mean, obviously fine, but I said when we didn't know what his deal was that even if it wasn't too serious, I imagine they're probably going to be extra cautious with him just given his injury history. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play. And not necessarily because of the injury, because he hasn't played in a back-to-back all year long. So that means Huck Porty's going to have to play. Trey Jameson's going to have to play probably. That's what's scary about the Knicks is they are really thin at center outside of Cat and Mitch.
Yeah, do they try and go small at times?
Do you maybe go Sohan at the 5 a little bit tomorrow? He's played some small ball 5 for the Spurs in the past.
I think if Chet's in the game, you can maybe go small, but Hartenstein maybe not.
Almost like I wish there was a center in free agency they could sign and maybe say bye to Sohan, but yeah, he has not looked good. He's not looked good. But he's also played to who he is. It's just a defensive-minded.
He has no confidence on offense.
He also has no offensive game either.
Yeah.
Like he shoots like this.
He knows it. He knows it.
Unreal. All right, we're going to sign off on today's show. We'll be live 30 minutes before tip-off tomorrow. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Until then, Let's go Knicks.